is going on, everybody? I'm Junker Clunkers. FYI, Grady. I haven't done this in forever, and I'm so rusty. So rusty. Let's say hello to our lonely guest.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Just busy. Friggin' killing it out here in the friggin' cold. The Arctic tundra.
What's the temperature up there?
Today it's not too bad. It's probably like 50 something right now.
That's not too bad.
Let's see. No, it's yesterday it rained and it's kind of cold. I'm a hot-blooded type of person, man. I like it warm, but so cold in me don't. It's 45.
It's 45. Now, where are you located?
Detroit. A little bit north of Detroit. So, the Rust City, USA.
I might have you beat on that one.
I don't know. Where you at again? I thought you.
I'm in New Hampshire.
Oh, well, unless New Hampshire is built on a salt mine, I don't know if you got me beat.
It is in the wintertime.
Yeah. Detroit is actually built on a salt mine. So
that's crazy.
Like
I didn't know
tunnels of salt. Yeah, all underneath of it, and so all of the tunnels and crap under there, they just mine it out, spray it on our road.
That's about right here, I guess, too, right?
Yeah.
Hey there, Mr. F-250. We got Mr. F-250 in here. Liberty's Garage, Car Mob.
I'll introduce you guys to somebody.
Is this thing on? Yeah, baby.
My girl.
What's the cat? Brittany, City K. Hello, Lacey. How you doing, guys? Trying to get through.
You can just look on it at YouTube.
Mr. Boy, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Car Mob, what's up?
Nice and toasty. Let's see, where's he again? I can't remember.
He's here in Michigan too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Forsaken Steel. He's sick this evening, so he won't be joining us.
Gonna try to meet up with Car Mob sometime next summer, since we're relatively close. See if we can do something fun. I don't know if that'll ever happen or not. It just schedules never seem to work out.
How close are you guys are in the same state, you said?
Yeah, I forgot. We're pretty close. I think we're within like an hour or so. Or something like that.
Brent the technician says hi.
Hi.
That's all we get out of him. That's my son, my youngest.
So what's going on in your world, man?
Let's see where I can. Where do I start? Well, last time I think I did a live. We were talking about my Falcon, and that thing, man, that turned out killer in my eyes. I'm not sure if you've watched any of the videos.
Watch some of them.
Yeah, so it's a 61 Ford Falcon delivery, and that's pretty rare, I guess. They made less than 6,500 total, and I've only seen Liberty has one, and I've talked to another guy online that has one, but other than that, I haven't seen any really at all. Car show was really cool. I've never brought a car to a car show, only gone and seen them, so.
Nice.
We have a new project coming to the channel that I'm not ready to announce yet, but it's really kick-ass. It really is kick-ass. I think I got a hell of a deal, and I just got to work on getting it up here.
Mopar? Is it a Mopar?
I'm a Ford man.
I'm just teasing. I know.
If you can't tell.
Yeah. No,
I've branded myself. No, we are going to start working on the Mustang again. Picked up a free toolbox the other day, so we're able to clean up the garage a little bit. That was pretty cool.
Excellent.
Yeah. as everybody saw in the last video, I'm trying to remember all the videos that I've done since the last time. The Falcon, the Fox body. What else I got over there? The Mustang. They're all put away. The motorcycle, the scooter, everything's all put away for the winter.
Yeah, I think he might need that.
In nice dry storage. So that's kind of nice. The only thing I hate is that ramp. That ramp is just too. Can you guys turn that TV down just a smidge? Sorry. Family out there watching it.
They're watching the live out there?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh,
Brittany
wow. So
Brittany is sick. Is he doing better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
you have to let go. You have to let go.
So this is our new kitty, Simon.
Awesome.
He is a absolute hellion. Hi, my buddy.
Hell yeah. Cats are awesome, dude.
I'm not a big cat person, but this one's okay.
You wait, man. They'll get you. I know a lot of people that weren't cat people until they got like an awesome cat. Now they're all about the cats.
I've had a lot of cats in my life, but I've never had. I don't know. They just all turn out to be dinks, I guess.
Yeah, you look like you're not a cat person. He's just all snuggled up on your chest and curled up there.
I know, right? It looks so fake, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well,
he just got hurt. We weren't really sure what happened to him. He just started acting weird.
So he's an outside cat? Just found you or something?
No. So we have 4 dogs, 4 guinea pigs, 1 cat, a lizard, and I think that's it for now. And I was very adamant that we didn't need another animal. We don't need it, you know? I'm the one that's home during the day, and I'm the one that would have to be, there when nobody else is. And I'm like, we don't need a cat. We especially don't need a cat. Well, for some reason, we got the cat. But now I'm kind of glad we did because he's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
But as you see in the videos, the 4 dogs, they take over life quite a bit. They knock the camera down. They jump in the cars. They make a mess.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of a cat guy. I've never been able to. I mean, I had a bull mastiff when I was like in high school. He was pretty awesome. Huge old thing. Had like a bowling ball. It was bigger than that. It's huge. But then life just got too crazy. Cats just made more sense.
So you're a cat person, huh?
Yeah, I always have had cats my whole life, and dogs and horses and pigs and chickens and you name it. But cats are kind of my thing. So I've got 3 in the garage right now that I rescued and rehabilitated. They were ferals, and then this one I inherited from my mom when she kicked the bucket. So got the girl here.
That was a fuzzy cat, and I think Brittany was like, "Oh, look at that one."
Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's a nightmare. Well, she's not. She's really cool. She's super chill. She's not a snuggler like that one, though.
Animals are huge in my family. I had a basset hound, a blue tick hound, and a black lab for about roughly 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And they were kick-ass dogs. You get used to them. The only thing I hate about it is when they leave us,
Yeah, that's why I didn't get the bull mastiffs anymore. Like, I'm a big fan of big dogs, the bigger the better, but their lifespan is so short, and it's like having a broken beer bottle jammed into your soul. So I just don't want them anymore. I wouldn't have even had these cats if it wouldn't have been for how I ended up with them.
Not sure if you could tell, but that's a basset hound. The camera doesn't really pick it up very well. This was my last basset hound, Daisy, that passed away. And then that's for my black lab. That was his actual paw print.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of like the tattoos. They're just a bit expensive.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to make your own with a Bic pen and a guitar string and a freaking Walkman motor or something. What's the prison thing? I don't know. There's something I watched on YouTube once.
Yeah, it won't be this guy.
No,
I will not be YouTube certified on that stuff.
I don't know, man. My buddy gave me my one and only tattoo, which is curiously a paw print from one of my animals too, but it's between my shoulder blades. It felt like it was like his first tattoo he's ever done, so it was like totally painful. And I weighed a lot less then. I was only like 150 pounds.
So it stretched a little over the years?
No, it actually, because it's between my shoulder blades, but at that time I didn't have like any fat on me, so it was like right on my spine, and his needle was going in like way too deep, so it was
Oh,
like tattooing my bones. It was pretty painful. That's the only one I
so
ever got though. They're too much
I,
money.
when I was 18, I got the barbed wire, and then the couple Chinese symbols, 18, 19-ish, and then I didn't get anything for many years. Not until my Bobo one. Um, totally different compared to the old machines then to the new machines now. Because I can remember the other ones used to pull and burn. These
Yeah,
ones, they don't. I don't get anything like that.
well, mine was done in '92 in my kitchen. So, like he didn't know what he was doing, man. So I don't know. I'm sure that if I went to somebody that actually knew what's up, probably wouldn't have been a big deal. I've just been spending money on other things other than tattoos.
What's
I'm trying
about
to give
this?
him a thumbs up, but I'm not used to using a computer for this.
I don't.
There
Can
we
you
go.
kill thumbs up?
Yeah, you got to go to the little emoji smiley face
Oh
thing,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then the big drop down menu, and you got to enter all the ASCII code or something.
So what are you doing in your shop? You sent me a picture earlier.
There's a guy out there right now. My contractor is out there right now. He's a good guy, but life has a way of, altering plans. So, this was supposed to be like a week long job. It's been almost a month. So my shop has been torn apart. My truck's sitting out in the rain, and he opened up my trusses. The trusses used to be just like that, and it was all of the reinforcement. So he just peeked it out into an area large enough so they're all re-engineered, so I can put a lift in there and tuck the top of a vehicle up in the trusses, so I can have a lift in there. But it's just taken a lot longer than anticipated, so I
You
can't
had
work
lifts
out
in
there.
there before, didn't you?
No, that was a horse barn. Um, there's nothing. There's never anything in there. I just put the wood burning stove out there 4 or 5 years ago. Other than that, there was nothing in there. Concrete was only poured in there 8 years ago, something like that. I mean, other than that, it was a sand floor pole barn. So I've just
You got a lot
slowly
of room in
kind of
there.
improved it. Huh?
You got a lot of room in there.
It only looks like it on camera. So it's
It's
30
not
by
much.
40. Yeah, it's
Have you seen my shop? I'm sure it's bigger than mine.
yeah, I mean, I got lucky by default, because when that barn was built, I wasn't into cars or anything. That was hang on for a second. The contractor is calling me up. So
All right.
1 second.
Yep. We'll go through the. Here, I'll put you on mute, bud. What is going on, Mr. Bryce? How are you? You've been invited to come on too if you have time. I don't know if I sent you a link or not. Probably not. I am so rusty at this stuff now. It's not even funny. Bryce, I'm going to send you a link. If it's something you want to do, come on. If you don't, then just ignore it. Liberty, you haven't sent me any updates of your photos of what you're doing in a little while.
It's horrible. I'm starting to think I have lupus. Yeah, she can
You want to be unmuted now?
Muted?
Yeah, I muted you. I wasn't sure if you were shutting it off or not.
It should off. Don't know if it will or not.
Oh, okay.
Does it shut off on its own when I turn it
Yep.
up?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Y'all fancy.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Pop-up canopy sometimes. Yeah, that's what we got. We got one of those pop-up canopies. I was doing a LS swap was it last week with it until the kid pulled it out from underneath me. We were 3 bolts away from pulling the motor, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore." I'm like, "Okay."
What's up, iSpider?
About 45 minutes, cool. Yeah, I wanna start doing the lives again, and the only problem I have is running out of things to talk about.
Yeah, right. It's always a tough one.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't done one in a while. It's like I don't know what to say. I haven't got anything cool or anything. That
it got
chunk
too
deep.
annoying asking everybody every week, hey, you want to come on? You want to come on? It's like I don't want to use everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want everybody to be friends, but it's like I kind of need somebody on. Otherwise, it's just me sitting here and going,
Yeah, I know,
who
right?
wants to watch that?
Yeah, I don't like asking people to do it, but I don't know. I just I don't have much time. Um, right now, I'm supposed to be remoting into somebody's computer and fixing some issues on their computer right now, but I pushed it off for an hour or so and come and hang out with you.
I appreciate that very much.
That's no problem.
I think we've been on a live panel before, but
Was
not
it
on
Destroyers?
It was either Destroyer or Cletus or something like that, probably.
Yeah, yeah, it's either one of those two. I haven't done a ton of them, but I think I've been on Destroyers and Cletus's
Yeah.
a few times.
Pinky's Garage, how are you?
Maybe I did one with Mortsky one. No, I didn't. No, no, he's not big into lives.
No, he doesn't seem like he likes doing the computer thing much.
I can't say I blame him though. I mean, he's got someone that edits for him, so I mean, he's got the perfect thing. Like he gets to work on his stuff and he doesn't have to deal with the editing and stuff.
I like watching his stuff, but he put one out a couple weeks ago. It was like 3 hours long.
Yeah, did you like it though?
I didn't even watch it. It was so. I like the longer videos. Hour is about the tops for me.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched the 3 hour long one yet.
I watched it over like 8 days or something like that.
Because that's a commitment right there, you know?
My dad watched the whole thing straight through. So, but there's a difference between, content creators that are strapped for time and just your average Joe that uses YouTube like a television. At night they're home from work and they're just watching whatever for hours and hours and hours.
I'm both of those.
Yeah.
We don't have cable, and we haven't for many years. I got tired of paying the prices, and I started watching YouTube for things, and it just became my main source of entertainment. We have ABC. I piggyback off my mother's thing, her codes to get in there. I don't remember what you call it, but she has DirecTV, and you can watch it other places,
Yeah.
So I'm able to get into there, but we don't really watch much more than Rookie on that. So
Right.
everything else is YouTube. So
yeah, unfortunately, I don't have time to watch anything. Like I don't watch any television, movies. I don't have Netflix. I got nothing. Like
geez.
unless I'm looking for something on YouTube or I'll watch one of you guys or Mortsky or Puddin or whatever. I just don't watch anything. I just don't have the time. So it's just how it goes, unfortunately. But I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing. Speaking of Puddin, check it out. Rocking my sweet Puddin hoodie. It's a nice quality hoodie.
I do want to get. I don't like his hats completely.
No, I'm not a big trucker hat guy either.
No, if he had hats like this, or like Destroyer's hat, I wear that all the time. You see it in videos all the time with me.
Yeah.
I just bought a Junkyard Diggs hat, and I haven't got it yet. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work. You know what I mean?
I think Kevin's got some all right stuff, merch. But the trucker hats are cheap, and I get why everybody's got the trucker hats, but I just don't. They don't fit me very well. I always wear welding hats. Those are my go-to. So if you see the Scully looking thing that I wear that's just a welding hat, but they fit really well, and they don't when I'm under a car, the bill of a hat is always getting caught and ripped off and shit. Or stuff. So I just wear welding hats.
You can swear it's cool.
Yeah, all right. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. I've been trying to monitor it a lot more because now that YouTube is becoming harder to, I don't know, they're a little bit more strict on things. I'm trying to keep stuff down.
Yeah. No, I started beeping in my video.
Well, it's even on that thing where you have to submit your rating. It asks in the first one, the mildest rating you can get is if you beep something or use hell or damn or something. That's still the mildest form. So if you beep it, you're still within the
I
range.
always put abrasive or vulgar language in there just because I don't know if I slip up, you know.
Yeah.
I'm new to the monetization. I just hit my 4,000 about a month ago, which is so annoying. It really was. It was like trying to get over that was crazy. I had my subscribers since before my birthday in March,
Yeah.
you know, and I just barely started making, and I think one person's given a super chat, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's not necessary, man. I'm ain't gonna do that. I mean, I'm here for one, obviously, is to make a better life for myself and my family. But two, I have a huge passion for automobiles, you know, and every one of them's got a story, and hopefully I can add to that story and try and tell the story that's there, you know.
Yep.
It's not easy as you know sometimes.
No, it's pretty weird. I had my watch hours before I had my subscribers.
Really?
Yeah. So the
Well,
Jeep thing,
your channel's pretty big now, isn't it?
no, I think we're about even.
Are we?
Let me see. What do you got? One. I think you have more than me.
So how
You
long
have,
have you been monetized?
I don't know, 4 months, something, 3 months. I don't
And
know.
how long have you been doing this?
Over 2 years, I think. But to be fair, I mean, I'll be the first one to admit, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like my early videos are pretty bad. Like, I'm not proud of them. If I could somehow delete them and still have like a bunch of content, I would, because I don't like them. But you know what? It's like with anything, you learn. So,
Right.
and originally my channel started off just for my friends and goofing around, and I didn't have a vision for it or anything. It was just going to be a little bit of everything, because I have family in Thailand. I have friends all over the whole world. So it was just kind of goofing around for all of that. And then it evolved into what it is. And now I just kind of feel like I've got to kind of stick to the car thing, because if I deviate from that, no one wants to watch anything. So,
Totes,
you know,
yeah. I mean, if you look back, my very first video I think I put up was probably a full wheeler video. And my buddy Tom kept telling me, dude, you do all this stuff. You bring junk back to life. Why not throw it on YouTube? That was way back when you could get paid immediately.
yeah.
So I tried to do some videos here and there, and then I stopped, and then I came back to it, and then I stopped, and then I came back to it. And now I've come back to it for over a year consistently. I kind of was thinking I'd be somewhere else by now, but
I mean, back when some of the people that I kind of know, I know some of the larger YouTubers. I won't say that like I know them like we're best buddies or anything, but I've followed them for a long time, so I've watched their channels grow and stuff. And it was just a lot different back then, like there just wasn't such a huge flood of smaller automotive channels or computer channels or you name it, all the stuff. But there's so many now. It's just a sea of
there really
channels.
is.
So it's tough to stand out, like where before somebody might post something with like an old car that they've revived, like Mortsky does or whatever. But now there's like 20 billion of those channels doing it. It's tough.
Yeah. And the drama that goes along with it as you get bigger too. I mean, I've heard several channels having beef right now. And
Really?
it's like, what's the point? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't follow things close enough to even know about any of that. So I don't know who's fighting or arguing or
yeah. And
I
I was
hope
just
I never get
last.
into any of that.
I hope I never do either. I don't see what the point is. I mean, you put another channel down for what? I mean, are you going to gain a subscriber? Are you going to look better? It's
Yeah.
not like one person is only going to watch your videos, you know?
I'm not the type of person to get into conflict like that. So I don't think I'm ever gonna be put in a position where where I'm gonna be arguing with anybody just because I just won't do anything about it. I just don't want all that stuff. So
Mr. Mock, how you doing, buddy? Sorry, I'm behind in the chats. Like I said, it's
Yeah,
been a
I'm
while
not
since
paying
I've done this,
attention.
so I'm sorry that I suck at this now, guys.
Hey, are you wanting me out the bathroom, Cheyenne? I haven't been here for an hour, Cheyenne.
Yeah, I haven't even been looking at the chat much.
Yeah, just everybody hanging out, chatting. Hey, Ed, how you doing, man?
Quite a few people I'm not familiar with in here.
Everybody in the chat, Ed is the gentleman that got me started on the Falcon when I was deleting the windows that somebody put in. If it wasn't for him, there's no way in hell I would have ever made the deadline. He gave me the confidence and the power to get going, because I just don't know enough about body work. I mean, I know how to patch a panel, a small hole, stuff like that. When you're talking a whole length of a car that's messed up, I had no idea. I was so lost. If it wasn't for him stopping by, I would have never been able to finish. Not in a million years. You stopping in to say hi?
Once you learn that stuff, pretty good.
How's he doing?
He's purring.
Purring.
He's purring.
Hey guys.
Brittany's stopping in to say hi. She's sicky, so we don't want your sickness in here.
I'm not gonna be in here for too long because
Just kidding.
my next tissue stop will be soon, and no one wants to see that. And I can barely talk because my nose is so stuffed. So
it's not the Rona. We had that right after the car show.
Yeah.
She had it during the car show.
I have a very compromised immune system. I'm not sure. It's always been like that. Every couple of weeks, I swear I get sick. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
it is what it is. So anyone in the chat, if you guys have any kind of recommendations, how do you guys stay healthy and how do you guys keep from
They don't get
being
sick.
Honey and tea.
Honey and tea,
Local
supplement.
honey.
We don't have farmers market anymore. There used to be one right across the street here for many years, and now it's gone. It just even before the COVID.
Wow.
There is an apiary in Belmont, but still.
Yeah, a lot of the farmers elevators around here are gone now too. There used to be like 5 of them. Now I think there might be one, but it's like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, Mr. Mockett. I don't want to take down my videos, even the crappy ones, because it shows progression. You know what I mean?
Yeah, growth.
Yeah. I think it's cool to look back. Like, I've gone back and watched Puddin's videos from when he was, unfortunately, a nobody like me, And it's like, you could see how he changed, or his personality came out.
Yeah, I think that's kind of more of, I mean, there are some channels that the whole character is obviously a character, and then there's people that are just who they are more.
Yeah.
And I think Puddin might be more that's just who he is. A little bit of embellishment, but
yeah. We see here we call him Dale Gribble.
Hey, what?
Dale Gribble.
Dale Gribble? What's that? I don't know the reference.
Okay, I'm gone. Somebody help me. What's the show? King of Hill. There we go. We were just watching it the other night. You ever seen that show?
I don't watch any television, so I know the name, but I've never seen one. So.
And then his neighbor is literally a boomhauer. Because it's like, what? What did he just say?
Oh, yeah. I'm terrible when it comes to like references like that. Because if it's a movie that's popular, I might know it, but other than that, I suck. I'm the worst for that. Yeah, I like Puddin. Puddin's cool. But I don't have a lot of time, so I can't watch a lot of people that I'd like to watch. I used to have more time, but I don't now. Especially in summer. Summers are like 3 months long here. So.
Yeah. For me, it gives me inspiration to keep going and ideas. It's how I've learned. Like, I really sucked in school. Hands-on is the way that I learn, but if I could watch a video instead of read how to do it, step by step read, if I can watch a video, I can do the job, no problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except for body.
Yeah. Videos are awesome. Well, bodywork is mostly feel, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can learn how to align panels and stuff, but there's no replacement for just getting your hands on it.
Right.
That's what I started out doing is bodywork for classic cars back in the collision shop days.
Right there.
They were pretty cool back then, back in the early 90s. Things have changed a lot since then.
This is Vader.
This is our other cat.
Awesome.
This one is not as friendly. He's more like your typical tomcat. He's more like a barn cat.
You hear mama?
He loves on his terms. Like right now, I'm holding him and he's purring. And in about 2 seconds, he'll want to get down.
Yep. See ya.
He's good at catching moles and
Oh yeah, it's been so nice since we had him around.
moles and rats.
Rat and mice and whatever else was outside is no more. Unfortunately, he gets the birds too. I don't like that part.
Yeah. Non-discriminatory predators.
Yeah.
Now,
That's why they are.
Bill's saying that kids aren't really into the automotive like they used to. We just got done watching once again a YouTube channel, Sleeper Dude. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Yeah.
His son and him were building a go-kart.
Oh, we're talking about the other one.
What's
the other
that?
day. That kid the other day.
My cousin lives in Tennessee.
Yep.
Atomic Hillbilly Garage. He's lives in Tennessee.
Hillbilly Garage?
Yeah.
Atomic Hillbilly Garage. It's a
Never
small
heard that.
channel. Yeah, he's tiny. He does like a lot of like flea market events. Does a lot of like finding mid-century modern stuff and selling it. Mopar, swapping deals. I don't know. It's not a hands-on car working on stuff channel, but they're gaining a lot of subs. So I mean, or not a lot. They're still small, but they're just kind of getting going. And they're above average on the curve. So they're
It's
cool.
very hard to keep up with the chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but I
don't
wouldn't mind
cars
living
running
in-
either.
I wouldn't mind living in Tennessee, down south again.
What's that?
I wouldn't mind living down south again. I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't like it up here in the cold. Man, I don't remember exactly what town. I've never gotten to go down there. He's always came up here. Somewhere near the Alabama line or something like that, or near there. Let me look. See if I can recognize it.
Ed, I've got the Mustang, and I'm going to start cutting that thing apart very soon. Whenever you're feeling up to it, just shoot me a text, man. I'd love to have you in the shop.
Is he local?
Yeah, it's Ed.
Ed? Oh.
Yeah, you're losing your mind, aren't you?
No, I thought you were talking about
Bill's asking if you're cooking dinner. She's eating the dinner now. So we had dinner right before. Bryce is saying hi.
Hi, guys.
Man, I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. I really do. I wasn't expecting even 4 people tonight because I haven't done this in forever. Ed saying hi.
Sometimes it's probably.
Hi, Spider. Hi, Bill.
And Ed.
Hi, Ed.
I don't remember where he lives exactly. I can't see anything on the map. I don't remember. Check him out. He might say in one of his videos, but again, I don't really have the time to even watch their videos.
Are you? Well, you're not, are you? Let me get caught up on the chats, and then I'll let you put his URL in there. Yeah, so David and Brittany both are sick at the same time. And we don't even live in the same state. They're out there reading the comments.
Oh yeah, that's helpful. I can't keep track of all of it.
Thank you for saying. Thank you, Liberty.
Have a good night, Ed.
Yeah, my cousin is that has that YouTube channel. He's the one that told me about Sleeper Dude, but I don't know why he calls his tires cases or something like that.
It sets him apart. That's the thing. It
Is that
sets him
what it
apart.
is?
I really think it is. I don't know if he's always called them casings,
I
but
don't know.
I can also remember when I found him, he was at like 600-700 subscribers,
He blew up.
maybe 1,000, and I just loved it because he acts like us. We work on junk and get it going. Go find another one.
His little kid, me and my
Ralphie?
cousin were just talking about. Yeah. So like, you watch him and he's like, "Hey, Dad, does this car have right hand or left hand thread, right hand thread, lug nuts on this side or whatever?" And he's impacting them off or whatever. And then you'll see like another channel with a kid his age, and they can't do anything at all. So like Ralphie seems like he's pretty smart.
He is. Like I said, we just barely watched Sleeper Dude 2 is the channel. It's them, and they were building a go-kart thing out of an old radio flyer wagon.
I think Straight Six Fan has a go-kart like that.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he's got like a wagon radio flyer go-kart of some type.
That's good advice right there, Mr. Mock.
Okay.
Hi, Blue. Brittany, you got to pick up Blue.
You ever watch Straight Six Fan?
I have a little bit. As you know, the excuse for everybody is it's so hard to keep up with everybody, and it really is, because you figure we have a whole list of people that we watch normally, and then I still try and keep up when I can with everybody.
Yeah.
This is Blue. I'm sure that some of you guys in the chat remember Blue, but look how big he is now. He's still a wiener dog, but he's still.
Oh, I should show him my ceramic.
Oh, you have to, yeah. Yeah, this is Blue. This is the newest pup.
He is now
He's big.
March.
He is, but he's got pit bull and what I think is basset hound in him. So his face looks like a pit bull, which is really big, and then his body's really low and small.
Yeah.
When was he born? March?
Pitties are pretty lovable.
April.
Yeah.
May, June, July.
Yeah, he's a little food aggressive, but that's going away. He's getting pretty good with just chilling, He loves to play around with go outside and then run around and wait until you're ready to pick him up, and then he runs away from you.
Oh yeah, that's how.
She broke her finger.
That's how this happened. I don't have it splinted anymore because it kept falling off and it was uncomfortable. But I had this. It's a beautiful, kind of bruisey color with a weird arthritic look.
You broke your hand?
I broke my finger because I was trying to catch Blue. He has a harness on. So I went to grab him, and when I grabbed him, he bent my finger back. So, I don't know. It looks better now than it did, but you can see what it's kind of. But yeah.
Oof.
So yeah.
Damn wild dogs. See, it wouldn't have happened if you weren't chasing a cat.
Yeah. So you'll see I'm working on releasing my own video for my own page, Junker Cluggers Woman, because I'm super creative. And it'll be my first time changing the oil of anything. So you'll see where he has to pick up the slack because some of it I just can't do with my broken finger.
If anybody goes and watches it, I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler. Blue gets out the door and finds us in the garage.
And all
while she's draining the oil.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a good time.
No,
Sounds like mayhem.
I'm so glad that Super Clean sent us some speedy dry.
Yeah, no
that's
kidding.
bad that you can use Dawn in your hair and get oil out of it.
Dawn, I'm telling you, Dawn. I use Dawn all the stinking time. That's what I use in the shower, personally. Because trying to get oil and grease and crap off you is almost impossible.
Yeah, Dawn's the key, man. That's why
See?
they use it on all those ducks and stuff for
Yeah,
oil spills.
Exactly. See? The same things I say.
Well, we kind of make jokes about
They give
it
me so much crap because I use Dawn. They're like,
on
oh,
everything, though.
Dawn is seriously like, you know, the secret weapon for
It
that
is.
stuff.
Yeah, but it's like, for him, it's like the cure-all. Oh, you have cancer? Pour Dawn on it.
Just
Yeah.
like bag bomb.
Sunburn? Pour Dawn on it.
You got a cut? Bag bomb. You got an infection? Bag bomb. Cut your arm off? Bag bomb.
Your kids have a dirty mouth?
Bag bomb.
Bag.
Well, you got to
You know
use the
what bag bomb
Dawn
is?
on your kid's mouth because it's easier than the bar of soap.
Yeah. Yeah, but
You just
then
put it in a squirt gun and then you can squirt them like a dog. Stop it! Psst, psst, psst.
that worked. He just
Always
did that
thinking.
today. You were squirting.
Oh, the dogs.
And
Hey, David,
The one-
that's the gentleman I was telling you about a couple weeks ago that was damn close to you.
The one thing that works the best for me for oil spills is if you go to like Tractor Supply or any farm store, they have the pine shavings for like bedding for animals and stuff. It's like a whole bale of it for like $5.50 or something like that. It's the
That's
best
what-
stuff that there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
works way better than cat litter or, I mean, Super Clean is really good for some things, but I mean, you get an entire bale of this stuff for cheap.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to
So-
talk bad about my Super Clean fam, but you know,
So they sent me. This is the second time with the absorbent spill stuff. And the first time I used it, I was really impressed. I really was, because usually I buy the big bags and you throw it down and it soaks it up, but just makes an absolute mess. This stuff takes it right up. It's like, wow.
yeah,
They
it
have an
works
actual
good.
good product,
It's just there's not enough. Like I would need a lot of it, so I'll run out of it too fast. So that's why I went to the pine shavings. The fine pine shavings. If you get the large ones that are for like cows and stuff, it doesn't work as well. But the fine pine shavings, that's the key. Try it. Let me know.
Tractor
Fine
Supply
pine
is
shavings,
one
not
of
a
my most favorite places because you get you could get the pine shavings for $5. Really, I should be doing this, but I never have like the instant funds. But you could get like a whole bale of Timothy hay for $25, and for if you have rabbits or guinea pigs or anything that eats hay, it's a lot cheaper than the little bags they sell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shade
Living in
tree.
an agricultural area is the way to go.
Yeah.
I started watching your video the other day, buddy. The Mustang. I did not get to finish it yet. Don't tell me. And Bill, whereabouts in New Hampshire are they selling?
They just sold their house in New Hampton.
Powdered
New
laundry detergent, huh?
Peroxo.
Yeah, it starts with a B.
Borax. Peroxo.
Borax, bore something. I used to use
Borax.
that too.
Dawn and a Scotch Brite pad. Holy cow. My hands would be hamburger.
That is given. That is given the beans. Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
Okay, still there. Woo! Computer went black for a second. So these guys have not paid me. Don't you stay up? Here.
Shop
we go.
Cat, what's up?
So these guys are not a sponsor. They have sent me some stuff to check out. Well, a product to check out. And so far, so good. It's really cool. I cannot pronounce it. Can you pronounce it? Odefa?
Adelphi.
Adelphi.
Oh, Delphi. They sent me some of those too.
Yeah.
Have you used it yet?
I have used one of them is in the shop right now. This is the second one that's in here. I just got these the other day.
Dude, they're awesome.
Yeah. So far, so good. How long have you had yours?
Month or something like that, maybe a little
Yeah.
longer. They're crazy.
Just to give you guys a rough idea, this is what it looks like. It's got the LEDs in the front, and then you got a light on the side, and a power button, and then an option button. But this is
buddy.
There we go. I'm trying
What's
to
the
get it
matter?
without.
What you want?
Want to shut the light off for a second?
Yeah.
The weird touchless on off is a little they can improve that some because it doesn't react to anything other than proximity. So if you
Yeah.
were to move your head underneath a car or something like that, close to like a gas tank or something, it'll pick that up and shut it off and turn it on. So if it was thermal or something like that,
Yeah.
might work better, but I'm sure that increases the cost quite a bit.
Oh, probably. I think these go for like $20 if I'm not mistaken. I don't get any money out of this, and I don't really care because it's an awesome product. And I just turned it back on.
Did you hit that
Probably.
proximity thing on the side?
I think all I hit was I think so. I don't know why I'm trying to put it back in the package. I'm just going to use it.
Yeah, they work pretty good. Basically threw out all my other headlamps because they were all junk compared to those. The flexible, like they're so bright.
Yeah. So, if you guys are interested, once again, I'm not making any money off this. They just sent me a couple to check out, and I believe they're like $19.99 on their website. I'll have to see if I can find the link, the direct link. I don't think it really matters though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind with good products. I don't mind just giving shout outs to it. You know what I mean? If it's a actual decent product that people can use and it's not garbage, you know, I have other ones of these that have the big lights on it, and it does pretty good. But I spent way more money than if I would have known about this. You know, this thing's super light.
Well, that one, yeah, those charge with USB-C too, so you don't have to keep adding AA batteries, and they're low profile. It just like totally hugs your head. It's pretty good stuff. I that's all I use now, so
yep,
it works way better. I've been getting a lot of like people want me to review lights and stuff in the shop. I mean, it helps me out because I need light in the shop, but it's weird when you feel like you gotta turn people down. I don't want to flood my channel with a bunch of reviews for crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, like I told him, I said, you know, I'm gonna try it out, and if it's good enough, you know, I'll put it in my videos, and I'll just give a quick shout out, kind of like this. You know what I mean? Hey, this product seems pretty decent. I've had no problems with it. I'm not getting paid. You know what I mean? It's still pretty cool though. I mean, I can remember when I would watch stuff like that and be like, oh, how do you get free stuff? Because I love free stuff. I love free stuff, man. It doesn't matter what it is. So now that I'm getting it, it's like this is really cool.
Pink's garage. I'm so sorry.
I have a German Shepherd puppy. Cool.
Pink's garage.
Sharpest teeth ever.
Dog broke his wife's pinky.
What?
Pink's garage.
How now? I want to know the story.
I'm gonna have to go in about 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
That'd be 8 o'clock according to my time. I got to do a little job. So
yeah, no, I appreciate. Listen, I appreciate you coming on, man. Like I said, I'm very turned upside down. I haven't done this in a very long time, really, and laundry detergent. Yeah, I'm very appreciative of whatever people can give. You know.
No, it's all good. I mean, it's worth it to see the kitties.
I know,
right?
Yeah, like I said, he got injured, and we don't really know how while we were eating, so he's a little out of it right now.
We don't know if he got injured or I don't know. He was lethargic for a while, but he seems to be coming through now.
I hope so. He's a cool cat. Like I said,
He plays video games. He plays video games.
What do you got? Like a tablet? You put the little cat entertainment thing on?
Yeah, and he does it.
I will put a video up, a little short or something like that, so people could see it. But it was pretty funny because he's sitting there and it's got fake mice running up and down the screen, and he's ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. I've just never seen anything like that.
Yeah, there are YouTube channels that have just nonstop like 10 hours of birds and stuff, hamsters and whatnot. So I'll
Yep.
put that on sometimes whenever I'm doing stuff in the cattle, just hang out watching it. You know, it's like a window that they can look out of whenever it's like dark out or something like that, or rainy. So my cat likes it.
What is Michael's, Lacey? What is that?
What? It's a huge craft store.
How
It's
the hell
awesome.
do I know that?
It's like Hobby Lobby, except
I've never been to a Hobby Lobby either.
So here's a tip. Like at Michael's, they sell these like little, the pom-poms or whatever. They're like these little fuzzy balls. Cats love them. The purple ones specifically. So they come in a big pack. There's like little tiny ones, and then there's big ones. There's like these medium-sized ones, and they have like these, I don't know, like iridescent whiskers all over them. Pull all of those off and give them to your cat. Friggin' love it.
oh
They
my
go
gosh.
nuts for it. They'll carry it around and meow at you with it like it's a little mouse or something. They dig it. It's pretty funny.
Sawdust.
My
yeah,
cat will play fetch with it. So I can just throw
Really?
it. Yeah, she just never gets tired of it. I'll be so tired of friggin' throwing that stupid ball. We should just keep chasing it and getting it and bringing it back.
I used to have a cat that would walk on a harness and a leash, and he had like his hands looked like thumbs, and I named him Tommy because he was a Tommy cat. But also, if you've ever heard "Coward of the County" by Kenny Rogers, I named him after the Tommy in the song.
Nice. Tommy the Cat is also a song by Primus. It's pretty good.
Really? I'll have to listen to it. He was a cool
Yeah.
cat.
You might
was-
not like Primus. I don't know.
Was Primus like death metal or?
No, it's just an interesting type of music. Kind of more like, I don't know, like neo funk or something like that. But the guy's an amazing bassist because it's the lead instrument in the music is a bass. But
Really?
it's all slap bass.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Shop Cat, that's really awesome. I know you're past your 600. It's always nice to see the numbers going up. Once you get past the 1,000 and then the 4,000, really nothing matters at that point except for seeing how much you can make. I think I've made $34, and I'm actually ecstatic about it. I know it's a low number, but at least I'm getting something now. You know what I mean? Before it was literally all for nothing. YouTube was getting every penny of my work. So I am happy that I can finally redeem a little bit of money. Okay.
Yeah, originally I thought that was going to be the cool part, getting paid, but really it's not enough to do anything with, so I just ignore it now. And I just don't even pay attention to it because it's, it's not like you're going to go out and buy some project. I'm not at that level yet or anything like that. So I just quit trying to even focus on it because I found it really distracting. Because that was like my whole self-worth is like wrapped up in that. It's like, what am I wasting my time? What's going on? And I was like, I'm not even going to worry about it. And just whatever happens will happen.
Now, for me, I'm at the point where the 4,000's over, the 1,000's over. I am making money. I would like to grow larger so I can do cooler things. I'm the type of person, like, holidays are coming up, and I would love to help people that actually need it. Because that's what I used to do when I had my shop. I'd go out and I'd buy a tree, or we sponsored a couple of families that really needed it for Christmas and stuff like that. So if I was making more, I could do more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
One of my things that I really want to get to a point where I can find a vehicle, fix it, and give it to somebody that really needs it. That's kind of something I'd like to get to on the channel. And I don't care if anybody else steals that idea. The more people that could do that, the better. Yeah,
it'd be nice to be able to get to a point where, you had that kind of flexibility to help out.
Yeah. But then on the other hand, it's like I've done that with my personal money before, and then you come to find out that they were scumbags that scammed you. So it's like,
if you give to like an organization that is trustworthy, then that seems to work out better than one specific person, unless you know their whole history and or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've never been in a position to fork
Night,
out
thanks.
big money to help somebody. I usually just fix their computers or whatever and
Yeah.
break jobs for them or whatever I can.
Yeah. No, I've given cars away. I fixed them for free when I had my shop. It feels good, you know, and I don't go posting that. That's the other thing is you get to that point. Do you really want to record the giving the car away thing? Because that's a personal thing. Obviously, they're going through some stuff. You don't want to show that kind of stuff. But then again, there are channels that will exploit that. It's like, what would you want to do? I think that I would show
Why
the
is
process.
Shade Tree giving up on everything?
Uh-oh.
Got to stick with it, man.
Yeah, you got to be close to monetization at this point.
It's a grind, you know. I mean, it can be. So, I mean, just don't give up. It's worth it, and at least if you get to talk with everybody like we are in the chat and just interact with people on YouTube or Instagram or something. I don't. Maybe that's not what you're looking for. I don't know. I like it. I like responding to the comments and chatting with people and hanging out and stuff. You know, that's really my only real motivation for doing any of it. So
The people are awesome. The people that you meet, like David and I, we've become really good friends. We talk a million times a week. You know, we bounce ideas back and forth. It's like I never would have met him if I wasn't on YouTube. You know what I mean?
hell yeah.
I'm trying to get caught up on these.
Yeah, I haven't been able to follow it.
34 bucks is a big thing in my head.
It's 8 o'clock. I've got an appointment I got to keep.
Right. I appreciate you coming in. If you get bored, you're still on. Come on back in.
Well, I've got to do some remote server management, so I don't know how long it'll take. Probably a while. So, well, I'll catch you another time.
All right, that sounds good, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Cool hanging out and seeing everybody. Hope you all have a good night. Bye.
And then there's just me. Let me try and get caught up with these chats. Absolutely. Love the people in the chats. Hey, make sure you're smashing the thumbs up. And that's you too, Eric. Asking for a free vehicle. Come on. That's my brother, FYI. So if you guys want to give him crap, go for it. You just got to keep going, man. I understand the broken heart and the mental issues, and you've already grown how much? I wouldn't give up. Vino, how you doing? Yeah, making friends. It's a big thing. I see you in there, Bryce. I'm just trying to get through the chat here. Yeah. Listen, put your URL down in the chats here, and we'll have everybody go check you out. Remember, don't just subscribe to subscribe. Subscribe if you're actually going to watch this stuff. I learned that it's useless to have subscribers that have nothing to do with you. I know you're in the basement. Just about done. Just about done. Appreciate that, Lacey. That's what I thought too. But man, you just got to keep going. Social media is a huge thing. TikTok, I started doing TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. every time I throw a video up, I always put the word out on those, and then I'll send everybody that I can messages with the link. And depending on the vehicle, I also have a million different groups that I'm in for, like Fox Bodies or Falcons or whatever I'm working on. My Jeep, I have all those groups that I will put a post up in, and that gets people to come in too. Sometimes it's almost like Instagram. I'll go on there and I'll add a bunch of people that I don't know from other people's lists, and I'll get to talking to them and become friends with them. And then you get another subscriber and another friend, and then you keep going with that. That's kind of how I've got to growing. You know, it's you got to think outside the box, I guess. It's not obviously not easy. Right? That's exactly right. Wait a minute. What? Let's get that thing down here before winter, bro. Thank you very much, Shop Cat. I almost had a skid steer the other night, guys. I didn't tell Brittany that yet.
I heard that.
Almost.
The rule is if you have a skid steer, then you gotta let me drive it.
What? I don't think I want to let Brittany drive it. Do you guys? Rose!
Hey,
What's going on, bro?
about me.
No, I was trying to get caught up in the chat. Get to talking, and there was like 40 messages. I didn't want to leave anybody out. I was trying to give everybody their minute of fame.
Nice. How's life been treating you, man?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What about you?
Good. Insanely busy, but I prefer that over the latter. But work's just been nuts in a good way. And then hey, there you go.
Yeah. I was trying to think. I might give out some of these tonight. And then I have I don't know. I have a whole bunch of stuff. Not really. I have some scrap pieces of paper that I'd love to hand out to people. You can't see it, but it says Junker Clunkers. Just like the one up on the wall.
Nice.
So yeah, there's that. Didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I right now I'm battling through the registration process with Frankie, so it's
What's going on?
well, it'll make for some good content. But you know, it's just trying to get at this point, I just want them legal, you know what I mean? So just trying to get through that.
What's the problem?
Well, it's kind of hard because I don't want to give away the video either, you know what I mean? But so right now I'm trying to get him pass through smog, but I'm also confused why, because I mean, dude, he's 48 years old, you know what I mean?
Right.
Old truck. It seems kind of ridiculous, but so with Arizona, we don't have the rolling time clock. It's just a hard stop at 1966. So if it's 1966 or older, then you don't have to have any kind of emissions. But otherwise you do. Yeah, and so I mean I won't give away the details, but you know, I went to go do the smog, and that was kind of a big thing, pretty exciting, but it was a little disappointed. Like they weren't super friendly, you know, which I mean, whatever. It's not the end of the world, but it's just been working through that process, you know, and you know, so it's good. It's good. Driving Frankie at least, which is awesome, you know.
So I won't ask you if it's inspected or if you're good to go. I will give advice to get around it. You don't have to be a registered voter or even live in the state of Vermont, you can register that thing and never have to step foot in Vermont.
Really? That's
Yep.
good to know.
So I asked a cop here in New Hampshire, because I have a motorcycle. My Honda is an 03, and the state law here is anything 99 and below, you don't need a title, but anything 2000 above, you do. This is an 03, came with no title. That's how I got it so cheap. It's not stolen. I already checked that part. But I went through Vermont registration. It's a little more pricey, but it gets away from all the crap.
Right.
And then the other part is that you're driving around in a completely different state. That state doesn't have, to my knowledge, does not have authority to give you a non-inspection.
Right.
And that's what the officer said. They said a state trooper could, but
Local.
it's so minimum. It's not going to happen. So you could register that in Vermont.
Right. Well, so I have a couple of people. Oli's Garage is one of them, and then one of my other family members gave me some good advice of something that I'm trying. Which again, I don't want to give it away, not to do the teaser thing, but if that doesn't work, I'll definitely be reaching out to try that way.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Yeah, I mean, I understand you can't really tell what kind of gases is putting off, but I mean, Frankie's burning pretty clean, I mean, everything's been rebuilt, I mean, he really shouldn't. I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous, in my opinion, some of the stuff.
It is ridiculous that something that old is being scrutinized.
Yeah, it's like, well, so I'll just say this. It was kind of funny. The guy, I had to educate him on the fact that in 74 there wasn't catalytic converters, and when I told the guy when I was doing the smog thing, I mean, it's a young kid, he doesn't really know, which, whatever, that's cool. But I mean, you need to know because it's affecting me. So,
should know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah. So that, that just kind of gives you an idea as far as what I was dealing with there, but yeah.
So Renegade, they're 2x2s and Machine. What the hell's the name of this company? Machine something? Machine Studio is who did this. A stack, I think there's 50 here. It cost me $27, which wasn't too bad. That's about what I would have cost. What's that?
Is that an online store?
It is. I think they're in Nevada. I think.
Can you send me their info? I'd be curious to check that out.
I can try. I have their Instagram thing here.
Or yeah,
California. Here, I can
look it up.
How about if I just take a picture and send it to you, buddy?
Yeah. There you go. That's thinking outside the box.
Get it, the box.
Yeah.
Hey, you sent me a new sticker, and I can't find it.
It's okay. I have to. Well, I'm want to make more, so I'm trying. I'm really trying to make them all the time. I just, it's kind of a balancing act with everything. But I'll send you some more. It's no big deal.
I appreciate that. I had them. I could have sworn they were on my desk. I just barely found David's Forsaken Steels and put his up the other day. But yours is just gone. I don't know where the heck it went.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've sent me so much stuff too. Don't even worry about it. I'll get you some more. It's no problem.
Well, you paid for some of them. I was going to make people buy these, but I don't think that my channel is at that point. Yeah, I'd love to make a couple bucks on stuff like this.
Right.
But like the ones that you got before, those ones I do sell, But these ones, they're smaller than what I thought. What's that?
The decal one?
Yeah, the one I think I sent. sent on the plate, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, right. Well, because I had the plate, but then I had that 1,000 subscriber one too. I think I won one of your drawings
Yeah,
or
I think
something
you
like
won
that.
one of them. Yeah. Siebel, listen, I don't have a sticker of yours. I'm not sure if you have stickers, but if you want a sticker from me, let me know. I will send you a scrap paper one and maybe one of these. All you gotta do is just send me an Instagram message with your info, and I'll send it out. I'm sorry, I suck at sending things out, but I'll try and get them out quick. Before
It's tough.
it's it really is. I get lazy. I do get lazy sometimes. This week has been terrible for me. I can barely get up out of the chair and do anything. It's like I got so much crap to do, but I just don't care.
I've probably got 4 or 5 stickers that I have to get out that are sitting right there. I really have all I got to do is write the address and pop them in the mailbox. But yeah, no,
Make
I know
your
what you
kid
mean.
do that.
Huh?
Make your kid do that.
Yeah, I could. It's a good idea.
Hey, Sai, can you shut the door? So California has a law, you know.
How's the weather been
1930.
over there?
What's that?
How's the weather been over there?
It's been kind of crappy. We got rain for 3-4 days.
Oh wow! It finally started cooling down here. I mean, it's not like cold, still Arizona, but it's cold enough where you can wear like jeans and a sweater. You know.
I was gonna say it finally cooled down. What is it, below 100?
No, it's been like 50. You know.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, man. That is just absolutely crazy that you.
You're like at the negatives.
No more admission. Not yet. No more admissions at all, even on new stuff. Liberty. They were working on something here in New Hampshire about a year ago, but I've heard nothing. They were trying to get rid of inspections. That's kind of scary. I mean, I drive pieces of shit. Like, I got a video coming up, guys. I'm doing one of the stupidest things that I could do, but I know the truck is a piece of crap, and I know that it is at least safe to drive. Like, the wheels aren't going to fall off. It's just there's no rocker panels. The bed sides are pretty much gone. I'm only running it to get oil for my tank for the shop, you know, because I have a transfer tank, and I don't want to pay the oil prices. I take $100 at a time. I put it in the tank, and I go fill it up. That's what I always done. But yeah, I'm putting my old F-150 back on the road.
Nice. You gotta keep the Fords going, man.
So I run this truck every winter, no matter what, because it's my plow rig. But where I've had the F-350 for the last couple of winters, I haven't really, I haven't registered it. And she's rusty as hell, but it fires right up and it pushes the snow. It'll do anything I ask it to do. It's never let me down. So I'll slap some screw-on panels there. I don't care. I'll just make my own. I showed you guys I can make metal panels. So
hey, I enjoyed watching that Falcon though. That was a fun project you guys had.
I appreciate
that stuff.
It was definitely it gave me a lot of confidence in the metalworking part.
Yeah,
because obviously that car was rough. Like, it was really rough. About a year ago is when I got it, and it's been sitting for about 10 years. Rich is a gentleman that lives a couple towns over, is who I bought it from. And I didn't realize that the thing had been sitting that long. He owned it for about 10 years. He tried to get it going. It was a massive undertaking, even for myself, doing it every single day for 2 months, you know?
Yeah.
So I can't imagine. He got ill in the middle of trying to do a brake system on it. So
yeah. Well, you know what though, your videos are helpful because, like, for me, I welded when I was in high school, but it's been a long time. And this year, that's one of my goals is to start doing metal work and figuring out some of these little holes with Frankie. So it's helpful to see like the challenges that you're going through so I can, no offense, but hopefully avoid them since you already had,
No, none taken. I'll tell you a little story. If you're welding, you need to be using PPE. You need the correct mask, earplugs,
Okay.
and you should be getting a jacket.
Yeah.
I don't wear it. I should, but the earplugs are a definite must. Never weld on dirty metal. That's one thing that I learned that I will never do again. I always make sure that is clean, 100%. A number of years ago, I was building a rocker panel for my cousin, and I didn't know much. I just bought my welder. I'm laying on the ground, and I'm welding. A piece of hot slag jumped off the car because it had nothing to stick to because it was painted metal and went in my ear. And I was immediately standing up, running around, trying to shake this thing out. The noise, you know what steak sounds like when you're cooking it. It was that, but it was right there, in the pain. Oh my God, the pain. So all of a sudden, the pain starts dissipating.
Yeah.
But you can still feel it, and then the searing goes away, and then there's no hearing on this side of my head for about 6 months. I couldn't hear anything.
I was wondering why you didn't have that ear. I didn't know if I was the only one that noticed you only had one ear.
What? What? Wait a minute, what?
You should have gone with it. I was trying to say like you didn't have that ear because you seared it off or something, You could have ran with it.
I know I should have. I was like, wait a minute, what? But yeah, it sucked, and that's the biggest thing that I can tell you is to clean the metal and make sure you have something in your ears.
Yeah.
Yo,
sorry, I got the dogs howling behind me. I don't know if you can hear them.
Do that again. You disappeared completely.
Me?
Yes. Spooky. The tags.
Yeah.
2 weeks, state of California.
Well, on Frankie, he doesn't have any really terrible spots, but in the floorboards, he's got some quarter-size holes. Just a handful of them. I mean, it's nothing really like outrageous. It's just those two spots, and then in the bed of the truck towards the cab, all that water always sinks right there, and it's later Forsaken.
I think we missed him by a mile.
Oh yeah, probably. But yeah, so it's just those two areas. Not the. I mean, it's Arizona. It's nothing major, but it'll be nice to patch them up,
So Liberty, maybe I'll just send you some money. You can register my crap out there.
72 and younger, no smog.
Really? You would think that California would be the hardest on that.
Yeah.
Hello, mother.
Oh crap! I'm making all types of noise over here.
Oh, you're fine.
So what's the next project? You can start working on that 5.0 or what?
The Fox body?
Yeah.
No, she's put away for the winter. I'm not sure if you watched the video from last week, but
with that steep garage or entryway or whatever.
The what?
It had that super steep.
Yeah.
Thing
so that's Tom's car, unless he sells it to me, which I don't want him to. He's been trying for a while, but I think we lit a fire under him when we fixed the fuel leak, and he was able to drive it a little bit. That couple videos, a couple videos ago.
Yeah.
We have a 351 Windsor, I believe it is, that was supposed to go in that, and he's got all the parts for us to do a refresh on the motor, and that was supposed to happen many years ago, but it just hasn't happened. He has another T5 go behind it. I guess that he's going to donate the 302 and the T5 he has to the channel by the sounds of it. So that'll be going into something at some point. I'm not sure if I'm going to record the Mustang. I think I might, but I got to talk to him because it is his rig. And I don't know. That's just kind of like bro time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's totally different when you're working with a friend. We'll have to see. If everybody really wants it, maybe I'll push the issue, which it seemed like everybody liked that video. So
yeah,
it's a sweet car. It really is.
I mean, it's a Ford. How can you go wrong? That's any Ford should be on camera,
So I haven't told anybody what the next project is. You know what it is. Keep that naysay if you can.
There you go.
Hi, stickers.
Mum's a word.
Mum is a word.
Well, I told Shiloh. I hope that's okay.
No, that's all cool, man. I just I figured I'd wait until it's getting closer. It's not going to be here until spring anyhow, so it's kind of stupid to get everybody all excited about it. Plus, I'm working on something with another YouTuber that will be epic if we can get it done, and it may. That part, I guess, I can talk a little bit about if you're interested in it.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. So,
no, of course. I'm just kidding. Of course.
So this is my idea. This other YouTuber is going to name nameless right now. Is if I tell everybody the name, they'll know what I got. You know what I mean? So this other YouTuber that I'm working with is going to possibly drive my new project here.
Okay.
So he's gonna do his recordings.
Yeah.
And then when his recordings end, mine pick up. I want to find a rig of my choosing that he's going to drive home.
Nice. Okay.
After the drive home or during, he's going to go deliver this car to another YouTuber.
Okay.
And I want that YouTuber to put a spin on it. Whether it's paint or body or engine or whatever, I don't want the car back. I'm not asking for the car back at least. But I want that car to go to other YouTubers. You will own it. It's yours. You do what you want with it. But the hopes is that you'll put time and effort into it. It'll go on to somebody else and then somebody else. So the thing that it's doing is it's hopefully showing the automotive community that us small people are out there, not just the bigger guys are out there, but we're out there. So you would hashtag, we'd come up with a tag name and we'd all hashtag it and we'd be able to keep up on the car. Now, where it ends, I have no idea. So it's not like I'm going to, what's that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's all good.
I have a good idea though. So on the car that you send back, to mess with them, what you got to do is wire a switch so you can push a button and the floorboards drop out just to mess with him when he's on the freeway.
Well, you're not going to have to worry about that too much because first off, I have to buy the rig. Okay. So first off, I'm not spending $1 million on the rig. I'm going to make sure that it's safe enough to drive. That's about where it ends.
That's a very broad spectrum.
And this person will be driving it back roughly 1,400 miles, something like that.
Okay.
In the spring, in what I call springtime. So you could get here and it could be a nor'easter. So you see where I'm going with this? This seems like it might be a cool thing. But if it goes really wrong,
Yeah, that could.
You would
there's
watch,
always-
wouldn't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I try and watch everybody's stuff, but you know what would be cool? You could do it live too, and you could kind of be like involved the whole time. You know what I mean?
You could.
Or at least like bits of it. Maybe not live the entire time, but you could have bits going or whatever. You know?
Now, let me ask people in the chats. I know I missed a bunch of comments. I'm sorry, but we're on this conversation for right now. I'm not one to ask for handouts, but as I grow, I know that people do donations and such. Would people be willing to help out offset the cost of the vehicle and the repairs? And I'm not asking for people to give $1 million, but would that be something that people would be interested in doing? Because it would definitely help out the process a lot more instead of all of my money going into it, you know?
You know what you could do to kind of help with offsetting some of that cost? Tell people, hey, you know what? Send me $20 and I'll put your sticker on a spot, and then everyone sees it. So when this is driving down the road, you get some free publicity. I mean, I would do something like that. Or if not $20, whatever, but you know, hey, you put your sticker on, you know, and you can market all the YouTubers, you know?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea for the YouTubers. I'm thinking of the people that don't have a channel that watch for the content, you know?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. I think it's
Right.
a really cool idea, and I really want to do it. And once again, I guess I won't be butthurt if somebody else takes the idea from me. I'll be a little upset, but if somebody takes the idea and runs with it, then it wasn't meant to be my idea, you know?
The way I figure all great ideas are stolen and redone a million different times. You know, if people are going to watch you and they enjoy, they're going to watch you regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it'd be cool. You might as well, you know, hell, you could set up a GoFundMe account or something like that. You know, people could pitch in that way. You could have like a running total.
Yeah.
They still do that, right? GoFundMes or whatever.
Yeah. I've never done one, so.
Me neither. But I
I've never
imagine it's probably pretty simple to set up, I would guess, you know.
But I want to find the most ridiculous vehicle because this said person is, the rule is that you're coming up here blind. You will have a vehicle, but you're not going to have any idea what it is.
Yeah.
I want to find the most ridiculous, like a mini ice cream truck or something, you know?
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. An ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Or like a mail truck. What do you call the post office trucks or something?
I found one. I was looking at it. It needs a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do a full off restoration for this. And plus, something like that, I'd want to keep.
Or you could do like that one guy, Pudding or whatever, where he's got the U-Haul trucks. I bet you can pick those up super cheap too, you know?
You probably could. You could probably grab it. I just don't think that's unique enough. I mean, you're picking up a vehicle from the Rust Belt station, you know, the Rust Belt state. I think it needs to. Is that better? I didn't realize my mic was so far away. I think it needs to. An old plow truck would be awesome. I think that would be. Floorboards are barely on, and the bed's flopping going down the road.
You know what you should do? Just drive down to a junkyard and see what they'll sell you, you know, that runs or halfway runs, and then just fix it a little.
I have a buddy that has a junkyard up here that might be willing. I don't know if he would donate it. Maybe he would. I just tell him I want you to give me something that is just the cream of the crop.
Yeah, see if you get like a $500 car or something, you know.
Yeah. Gone are the days of $500 rigs, man.
You know what you got to do? Cut the top off of it. Just make it a convertible.
Blades, trades, or automobiles. Just
cut off the top, man. Just go for it. Why not?
Oh my god, that could definitely see. I got the idea started. Now it just needs to be finished.
Hey, you can do it though. I mean, you just got to put the money together. The rest of it's pretty easy. Just get a couple of guys that are down to be involved, you know?
And the other thing is that other YouTubers along the way may need to help. We may call upon because, you know, obviously we're buying a complete crapped out rig. And,
right. Well, you know, or maybe one of the YouTubers has a car they don't care about that would throw it out there. You know what I mean? That might be easier or something like that.
But the problem is that everybody's so far away from me.
Yeah, you're kind of out there.
There are some that I've found that are fairly close to me, but they don't respond.
Yeah.
I don't know why. You know, I don't understand. If somebody was close to me and said, "Hey, you want to do something together?" I'd be like, "Yeah, let's do it." Have you even met Destroyer yet?
I have. And I guess
Good.
I gotta say, he's a really cool dude. Really cool dude. He's one of those guys where, like, I mean, granted, you know, we talk through this kind of stuff all the time, but he's one of those guys where it's like you're just instant friends. You go and hang out, and it's just very comfortable hanging out. You know, we watched that what was that Cletus burnout thing at his house. You know, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. Hung out for a bit. He hooked up I didn't have a bench grinder, and he actually hooked up a bench grinder for me. Just a solid dude. Just really cool. Exactly how he is on the videos. That's exactly how he is in real life, you know. But which I like to think I'm the same way. You know, I think most of us, you know, in the group are, you know, but there's two. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say worth being fake, you know.
Yeah. There's two YouTubers that live actually relatively close, which is pretty funny. One is him, Destroyer 1320, and then he doesn't post as frequently, but there's another guy, One-Eyed Welder. He also goes by Cars on the Fritz. He's just down the street from me too. He used to have an old Ford, but he got rid of it. But yeah,
there's one that is, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes away from me. And
okay.
I didn't even know that he was a New Hampshire person until he picked up his excavator, and I said, "That looks like Loudon." I'm like, "That looks an awful lot like." And then he slipped up one time and said where he was, and I was like, "Concord? He's that close to us?" Is it Waldo's Well? Bob, is it Waldo's Weld or where's Waldo? No, I can't remember the name of the channel. Is it where Waldo's Weld, something like that? He's a really cool guy. He's got a bunch of subscribers. He's funny. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. Very funny. And then the other one is the Roll from Honor. And then 802 Garage. He's literally minutes away from where I grew up in Vermont.
You should go be friends with them, man. Why not?
Everyone has internet. Yeah, he's a tough one to nail down. Really is.
You know what you do? Just go throw one of your stickers on their car.
I would probably lose my shit if somebody did that to me.
I would too. I wouldn't really do it, but it sounds funny.
I would definitely be very upset.
Oh man, that's one thing. Don't mess with my car. You can mess with a lot of things. Don't mess with my car. I'll lose it. Just because it looks like junk to you doesn't mean it is junk.
So your headlights are really cool. Where did you get those?
Oh man, it's so awesome. Amazon, the old Amazon, man. So it's crazy because I think it's the standard 7-inch headlight. So the Jeep lights are standard 7-inch headlights. And so there is a just plethora, just wide range of headlights that you can get with different color options, you know, different little halo designs and stuff. And so I wanted the green, obviously, for Frankie, right? And I think I think the reason it's like this is because the old Jeeps, obviously, it's like been the same Jeep headlight, you know, with like the CJs and all that kind of stuff. But straight out of the box, they plugged right into Frankie. That simple. It was literally that simple. And how I got the idea was from Epi's garage. I don't know if you've seen Epi's Chop Chop. Sorry.
I have not.
He's a fun channel. He's got an old Ford like mine. And he did that. I was like, no way that works. And so I bought him, tried him. Yeah, boom. It was just super simple. I mean, literally just plug and play, ready to go. So it's pretty awesome.
You didn't have to change the relay or anything inside the rig?
No, so it came with the adapter for newer vehicles, but it came standard with the old connection. The only thing that was a little tricky for me with the headlight was I got the little like hot rod eyebrow deals. What do you call those? Like the little visors that go over the headlights. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it was a little tricky balancing, like floating that piece with the ring and putting it all in there. But I mean, minor problem. You know what I mean? It was really simple. Highly recommend it. It was really cool, and it looks so much better too. You know, throw them in the Falcon.
That's what I was thinking.
Ish, might as well, bro. Do you just get some blue ones? What?
I was thinking of black. I like murdering things out. That's kind of my thing.
Okay.
In most cases.
I mean, I think if it's black, that's just nighttime, right? I mean, you can't really see it, right?
I don't know. I don't know. So I get like my Jeep is
right.
I got the darked out headlights, and then I have I'll be honest with you, I have no idea, but the things cost me $150. My buddy knows more about them. They're HIDs.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're super bright. Hell yeah, it is. I should get that tattooed on me. What's going on?
The Desert Rat. The thing I like about the lighting nowadays that I think is pretty cool is it's pretty easy to get cost-effective, cool lights now. You know, I mean, they're not as expensive.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just have cheap designs. I don't know. That could be it too.
I'm telling you that you've got to look into that bed lining. Use that color, get it tintable, and spray it. You'll love it. I'm telling you.
So the only thing that worries me about using that liner, because I like where your head's at. I think it's a great idea. I was watching Gas Monkey, and he had made a comment on there that stuff, if you ever try and take it off, it's a nightmare to take it off.
Well, yeah.
So that's my only worry. Like, what if I want to do something different down the road with it? You know, like different design or something.
Get a different truck.
No way.
You're putting this on there to protect the truck.
If it weren't for my daughter, I'd tell him to bury me in that truck. Since we got Shiloh, she's gonna take it, but she's not ever allowed to sell the thing, you know, or I'll hunt her for the rest of her life.
I mean, I guess if you don't prep it right, it'll probably come off.
Oh, there you go.
I guess.
Good. I mean, for sure, in the bed, for sure. I definitely need it there. I got to fix some of the metal, too, though.
What's going on, Al? So the reason that I like doing the bed liner, and I'll do it all, so the rocker panels, okay? About that far up the rocker panels. I do rocker panels about that far up on the door, usually the first line. It'll hide all of your shitty bodywork.
Oh, okay.
That's why I like it, you know?
No, and that is a good route because I mean my body work is not going to be great, but I don't care if he's perfect in that sense. You know, I like that he rides like an old truck, you know, but
right.
I don't want there to be holes. That's my big concern, you know. I think we're behind on the chat a little. Oh no, actually, maybe you're caught up.
We're pretty close.
Okay, yeah, never mind. You're there, yeah.
Freaking stupid.
Tim, Mr. Tim.
So Liberty, I guess we can just go on Amazon and look them up. In your case, I believe your headlights are 7-inch. I don't know what the headlights on the Falcon were. I think those are probably smaller than 7.
You think?
Tim Windsor, yeah. On the Falcon, yeah. But the Mustang, I believe, are 7 because my 66.
Yeah. Well, if anybody wants me to send them the one I purchased, I'll dig it up for you and I'll find it. Just message me. But I'm pretty sure I got it on Amazon. Pretty positive because I think I had a gift card or something like that. But
What? It's useless. But what year is your F-150? Because radiator is
74.
going to cost. No, I know. Chef Tree.
Oh.
Yours is 74, yeah. Is yours the dent size or the?
Well, now I don't know if you're talking to me or Chef.
I'm talking to you now. Now I'm talking to you.
Okay. No, mine's a bump side. Bump side.
Bump side.
Yeah. I love that truck, man. You know,
I get it.
It's so much fun to work on, and I told my wife I don't think I'm gonna buy a new car ever again. I think I'm just gonna keep with 70s or older. I've got my Volkswagen for like my, fuel economy car. I'll just keep that thing running forever. I'll be good.
So the Falcons are cool.
Oh, there you go.
So with the Falcon, I need to get the key working. I'm not sure if you remember, but I made my own ignition. So I just a flip switch to start and stop it. I have no lights at all, which sucked because I really wanted to take it out and play with it more. But I'm just like, I'm going to get rear-ended or I'm going to get stopped. I don't want to do either. So next summer, I want to get the wiring going. The exhaust fell off when we were putting it away. Like fell down. I could fix it, but it's kind of a big enough excuse for me to do what I want to it. Which my 66 Mustang on eBay, they have a 3 collectors into 1. So it'll be true dual out.
Okay.
And it's not that pricey. It's like $150, something like that. And then I just have my buddy build me a custom exhaust. And it would probably sound really good in that. I just know that I'm not going to go with Super 10s anymore. Those are way, way too expensive or loud.
Super 10s? What's the Super 10s? I'm not familiar with them.
Flowmaster Super 10s. They're
okay.
way too loud. I had it, like I said, I had it on my Mustang. And it
Are
was,
those the short ones?
Yeah, they're like this. You can see through them.
Yeah. I just took I bought the ones from O'Reilly's, like the ones you just walk in, they're on the shelf, and
the cheapo $35 ones. Yeah.
Hey, they're all right. They're all right.
I had that on my F350. I bought one because my buddy manages the place, and he's like, "Dude, you got to check this out. It says it's comparable to the 44, the Super 44s from Flowmaster." And I put it on. I was like, "Wow, this doesn't sound too bad." You got a question there from Tim.
Tim, Mr. Windsor. Oh yeah, so we have the next project that's coming along is from Dark Star Mechanic, one of my other YouTube buddies up in Oregon. He's got a 72 Ford LTD, and it's maroon. So it has kind of, Shiloh loves it because it's got that purple look to it, but it's a boat, but that's going to be the next thing. And then I told her, I'm like, look, you have the option. We're going to fix it up because it's in pretty good condition already. It's been well taken care of. It just needs the top, had the vinyl top, and that's like worn off, so it's got little things like that, but nothing major. So
Right.
I'm going to give her the option, like, hey, you can either drive this or we can sell it and buy something cooler and just keep going, you know. But either way, whether it's an LTD or a truck, I'm okay with it because, I mean, worst case scenario, she gets in an accident. That's a lot of steel protecting her, you know. And it's a Ford, so you can't go wrong, you know. 70s Ford, you're good to go.
Ford and Jeep is all I run right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a Jeep. Jeeps are pretty cool.
So I haven't put it on camera because I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. But we got rid of Brittany's Renegade, that white rig she was running. The payments were they were too much money. Can you stop? Brittany, seriously?
You don't have to text me. I'm right here.
I know, right? The payments were just too much, and she wanted out. So we were able to get out of it by I don't remember what was the one you bought? You brought it to CarMax, something like that, and they bought it. So she got out of it, lost a bunch of money, but my uncle had, but we have it now. 05 Grand Cherokee.
Oh, okay.
5.7 Hemi.
There you go.
That
Can't
thing.
go wrong with the 5.7.
But it had some electrical gremlins going on, and come to find out, it was the computer. So we've replaced the computer. We have to replace the fuel pump now. I've already replaced a bunch of sensors. It's getting better slowly. I got a radio to work in it. I wish I would have recorded, but I didn't.
Right.
It was one of those things where it's just like, I want to get this done. I don't want to be reminded of it. I just want to get it done. But now I wish I would have had the footage, unfortunately. Right. But the only thing it really needs now is rocker panels, the fuel pump, and a ball joint. We already have the tires. We bought those forever ago. Just haven't put them on.
Nice.
And mine needs, I need to redo the rear end and rocker panels, and then I can get a sticker. But to be honest with you, I really don't care about stickers anymore. It's just horse. It's just horse crap to me. I drive maybe 2 miles a day.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I work from home. I just bring the kids to. Kids to school. So.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do more than that, but.
Yeah. I went from driving 70 miles a day to same thing, maybe a couple miles, dropping off, picking up Shiloh from school. But because now I mostly work from home unless I'm going somewhere, you know, and I love it, man. It's so much better. So much better.
Right.
Yeah. Tim's got the perfect combo. He said he's got the Fusion. He's got the Kia, probably for the fuel economy, and then he's got a Silverado. That's pretty good right there.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, it was a while back. I think you were something was wrong with the Fusion, wasn't it? You were driving the truck. I think that's when you called me back in like July, something like that.
Huh. Those Fusions are cool.
Yeah, they're okay. I don't like the transmissions. The CVT
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know how people can drive those every day and not hate it.
Everything I drive is manual.
126 miles round trip. That's why you're making the big bucks, bro.
That's a lot, man. 126. Dang, that's a lot.
That is crazy. That's almost
like what, hour and a half each way or something. More than that. Yeah.
All jokes aside, you better be getting paid good. Like seriously, it is not worth it if you're not getting paid good.
Well, maybe they pay for his mileage, you know. Oh, he said 1 hour each way. That's not bad. That's not terrible. I think that's kind of like where I would put the limit. I mean, I guess it just depends. Yeah, if you're getting paid, I guess who cares if you're getting paid well enough?
Right. The old farm trucks rust through down there, huh? I wouldn't imagine. You get much of a winter out there, Liberty? Less than a mile. That's the way to go.
Nice. I've got
Yeah.
about 9 minutes, just so you know.
Oh, you're Audi? 9 minutes?
Yeah, because still got to eat and kids got homework and stuff.
Yeah, no, I get you.
You know,
I get
that kind of stuff. Well, you got kids, you know. You know how it
I
goes.
do.
Yeah.
I got my oldest just started working today at UPS, apparently.
Oh, cool. Very cool. That's a good spot, right?
I guess. I mean, it can make you money.
Is it UPS the retail store or UPS the shipping them out, loading them up?
I think he's doing the loading trucks and such.
Yeah, that's good. Then you could segue that and having his own truck or something.
I hope so, man. I got to tell you, when they get older and they go a different route than what, not that you planned, but you hoped,
Yeah.
it makes you sad. You know, it's like, gosh, did I do something wrong in raising? He's turning, hopefully.
Yeah.
Time will tell how it goes. I'm really hoping that he makes the complete turn, and
Well,
he's excited about this job. And I told him, I says, do what you want to do, not what you have to do. I mean, in this day and age, you can get any job you want as long as you're somebody that'll show up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, we still have stores closed up here because nobody will show up for work.
It's so crazy to me. It's nuts.
$22 an hour. Gosh, I wish I was making that. It is. The Family Dollar here has been closed for 3 days because nobody show up.
Yeah. Dang, tell them to go work at Costco. Don't those guys make bank too?
I think
You
you
guys have a
make pretty good money. I think you make gooder money at McDonald's.
I'd never, you know what? When I was growing up, I always swore I would never work fast food, and I never did.
Really?
No, I went. So what I started as a box boy, you know, in the grocery store because I figure, hey, it's easier, you know. I mean, why not? They get paid the same amount, you know, at that age or that stage, you know. But
A lot of snow, hardly anything. All the mud, yeah.
oh, Tim works for the state. Hey, that's great. State's always a good route. That makes sense why he drives an hour each way. He's probably got to go to the what do you call it? The government building downtown or whatever, probably.
Downtown?
Downtown, my man.
Hmm.
Did you already eat? What'd you eat?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Or the pickle behind you. Whichever one will answer.
Dylan?
Dylan.
What did we have tonight? It was kielbasa and rice. It was some kind of a stir fry thing.
Nice.
Hold on, dudes. I mean, he says that he can't get in.
Who, dudes with wrenches?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dudes with wrenches here.
Yeah, you got to get the bigwigs on here, man.
Dudes is up there, man. He's a heavy hitter.
He is. He's doing good. He's knocking it hard.
I respect and love what he's doing.
Oh yeah. My goal was for this year to end with around 2,000 subs, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. You
Yeah,
never
it's
know.
all it's just a number, you know. You could hit a couple things right and really climb your number up. I mean, dude's got a good formula going. Next thing you know, he's way up there. You know, maybe do something similar. You know, as far as finding out your formula, you know, for whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. I don't have any idea anymore. I'm just doing stuff. I'm just doing stuff now. What's going on, man?
Leighton.
Well, then. Maybe he could teach us some stuff.
Yeah. Get Renegade up here. He's a good live guy. He's always got lives going.
He never comes in mine.
I know he's got a lot of projects moving though.
Yeah.
Oh, Leighton would hop up here. Leighton usually is pretty good about that too.
Yeah, Renegade just what is he, like 3,000 subs now? What happened there?
Yeah. So somebody hop in here so I don't feel bad about abandoning junkers on the podium.
Oh, dude, you're all good. I know you got crap to do. Dude is attempting to come on.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, if
I don't
dude
know.
logs in right now, then we'll be good. Oh, Leighton says shoot him a link.
Do I have you on my Instagrammer?
Or just throw it in the chat. I don't know if you have a preference there, but
I hate doing that just in case the
spam comes in.
yeah.
Thank you, Tim. Definitely will. Definitely.
Are you on the Instagram there, Leighton?
It's under Leighton Motorsports, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I remember that. I can't remember anything, but I remember things like that. Oh, he said he just followed you.
Here we go.
There we go. Dudes with wrenches.
Dudes with wrenches.
What's up, dudes?
Oh, regular things and stuff and whatnot.
Living the high life?
I mean, hey, if your standards are really low, maybe.
You've watched my channel. You know how low they can go. Thanks, Bryce. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, we'll see you guys. See everyone
See you,
in chat. Later, dudes. Later, Junker. Boom.
Thank you.
Yeah, brother.
I guess I was coming in when he was leaving.
Yeah, he was supposed to leave a few minutes ago, but he was trying to wait till somebody came in.
Gotcha.
I told him he didn't have to. So what is up? What is new?
Nothing. I got nothing. Oh, so new, bad, otherwise. I mean, what story do you want to hear? There's a lot.
Oh, listen, story time with dudes is always welcome. It doesn't matter.
Let me tell you a story on which I ponder the human condition. The human condition being anything that people do that just doesn't make any sense at the end of the day. So I drove my 67 Galaxy to work the other day. It's a real 1%er issue, I guess, at this point. You get to drive your classic car to work the last time before it snows for the year. Shouldn't have drove it. I told myself not to. It's got some issues going on right now I should resolve. But I'm like, you know what? I'm putting it away for the winter. I'm just going to drive it. Enjoy it one more time. Went to work. No big issue. Car actually ran really good for a change. And when I got off work, I walked out to the parking lot and I went, my front tire's flat. Weird. Those tires are like new. When I got closer to the car, I realized somebody had slashed said tire.
What?
And I went, huh, well, that's funny. Not really sure why somebody would choose to do that. Because my classic car is, it's a classic car, but there's $50,000 SUVs parked next to it. Who would feel jealous enough to come over to my 67 Galaxy like I'm wronging the world by driving it and decide to take something from me because they felt slighted in life? But I don't care. I laughed. I went, oh, all right, whatever. That shit happens. And I went, could be worse. Could have been a broken window. Could have been a key down the side of it. There could have been way more things than a $150 tire. But I don't have a spare. So it became a mild inconvenience. I live 4 miles from work. It's not that far. I have access to a truck at work. So it's like, well, this is the vehicle that gets me home, but it's not like my company truck won't get me home too. So got in said company vehicle, went home, got a jack and a spare tire, which I don't have. But here's what I do have. I have an additional 67 Galaxy that runs and drives. So I just took a tire off of it. So this goes back to, all right, you've wronged me. This is something that happened. But I'm really kind of privileged in this situation to know that it's not really a problem for me. I have jacks, I have tires, I have entire separate cars to pull parts off of. You have inconvenienced me traveling 8 miles out of my way in 10 minutes of my time. All so you could be an angry, spiteful person. So, I changed my tire. I put everything in the back of the car, jack, spare, everything. And then I decided, I shouldn't let this slide. There's cameras all over this parking lot. I'm literally parked in a casino parking lot every day when I go to work. Somebody had to have seen something. The mild inconvenience of changing my tire was a pain in the ass. But what became more of a pain in the ass is to get someone to care that somebody actually slashed my tire.
Yeah.
Because I went, all right, I'm going to do my civil duty, and I'm going to call the cops to let them know that potentially someone is slashing tires randomly. I was given to an operator that said, do you have proof of who did it? Do you have any enemies? Can you think of who would have done this? And I said, I have no idea who would have done this. I really don't understand why anybody would do it ever. And there is cameras in this parking lot, but I'm not really interested in going into the casino to find out. I don't really feel that's my job. That's why you call the cops. So they explained to me, if you don't have proof, we're just going to send you over to records, and then it'll get sent to an investigator, So they sent me over to records. Records took a bunch of my information, asked me where the vehicle was located. I said, the Hard Rock Casino. They responded with, they have cameras. And I went, yes, they do. Well, then they have proof. You need to go into the casino and get that proof, and we will send an officer. We cannot take your information until you verify if they do or don't have proof and if we've properly processed this.
Seriously.
And I went, okay. I wasn't doing anything anyway. It's not like I was trying to go home or end my day on a high note. So I walk into the casino, which, mind you, I am not a casino goer. So when I go into said casino, I am about 5 people back from the entry counter where people have to check their ID to get inside said casino. So as I stand there, 4 people back, the nice lady behind the counter graciously looks right at me and says, you can go. And I went, no, and I shook my head. She checked in a few more people and she looked right at me again. She said, I don't need to see your ID. You can go. And I went, that's not what I'm here for. I don't want to be here, but, I'll wait my turn. So when I finally got up there and she said, what do you need? I said, well, my tires were slashed in the parking lot and the police department told me I had to come talk to you to get footage so I could turn it into a cop. Cool. Now, I missed out one part of this story. While I was changing tire on said car, there was a cop in the parking lot. When I tried to flag him down, he kept driving. I went,
Useless,
whatever,
huh?
that's fine. So she calls the manager. I wait for the manager. It took about 10 minutes. Somebody, it looked like he should be in the back of a Burger King flipping burgers at the age of 18, walked out and explained to me he is the security supervisor.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
nothing against his credit. He's just a young individual doing his thing. He was nice. He proceeded to tell me, well, we can't give you any of that footage. We can't even look for that footage until you have a police report. And I went, but they told me to come talk to you before they would give me a police report. Okay. So he said, well, you need to call the cops back immediately. Tell them they need to come down here. We'll go out and we'll look at your car. All right. So I call the cops. I kind of have a little back and forth with them trying to figure out what's going on. For the second time, I said, no, this is what Hard Rock's telling me to do. All right, we'll send somebody. So we go and we stand by the car. Immediately, being the young gentleman, we have a little discussion back and forth about how people are horrible people. And he goes up to the tire that's obviously not matching on the car. It's on a chrome wagon wheel. Everything else is a black steel. And he goes, well, it doesn't look very slashed.
Oh my God.
And I responded with, yeah, because the slashed one's in the trunk. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So once the police officer shows up, the first thing he says as he gets out of his cruiser is, were you the guy trying to signal me down earlier, changing that tire? I said, yes, sir, I was. And he goes, well, just so you're aware, when we see somebody signaling us like that, when there's no 911 calls in the area, we do not proceed to check it out.
What?
That is endangering us as police officers as a form of entrapment. And I said, wow, it must be rough working as a, dangerous streets and being a police officer these days. So he took my report. He did all the right things he's supposed to do. We had a little discussion. He's like, would you like to press charges if we catch him? I said, sure. I don't really, whatever. What are you going to do? Charge him for a $150 tire? It's kind of a shitty, crappy misdemeanor at that point.
Somebody have a lion chilling next to him?
I don't know.
What was that?
Had a truck pass by. I'm outside. Sorry.
It had a what?
Big old truck.
Oh, it sounded like a lion. Roar!
I'm outside. I keep losing signal inside. So
Where is that accent from?
Arkansas.
Man, that's thick.
Wait. Yeah.
So, I'm Grady. That's
I'm Robert.
Dudes. Nice to meet you.
I met Dudes a couple times. Pretty cool
Oh, yeah.
guy.
Dudes has just told us a shitty story. I mean,
Yeah, it sounds like a shitty cop.
I'd like to
Well-
say that I'm surprised, but I'm really not. The cops
But it
up
gets-
here are much better.
It gets better.
Oh no.
So he took all my information. When they do this, because this is not my first rodeo with making a police report, they're supposed to input this information and then hand you back a card with your report number, etc. information to check in on. He didn't hand me any of that. He said, you have a nice day. I'll file the report. And I went, okay, well, I wanted to go home. He got back in his cruiser and he left. He didn't even type anything up while he was there. It's on a notepad somewhere. So I called the old Hard Rock Casino back a few days later. I said, hey, did you guys find any video coverage? And it took me a while to get to the right person to tell me, yeah, we totally have that video coverage. We totally see a person in the video, but we can't give you that information and we can't let you see that video. It is up to the police department to request that information.
Because, and I can answer this one, because if they give you the information, you
Oh, yeah.
recognize the guy, you go kick
Total
his ass.
retaliation.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
get the rules,
I get that. Yeah, that makes sense.
but the best part.
But yes, I do understand the whole frustration of somebody messed up your vehicle and you just want them to be punished and nothing ever happens.
Oh, I don't even want them to be punished because at the end of the day, I don't care anymore. You know, when little things like that happen to me, it's trivial, but it does come down to I just really want to know why. Just like I said, I want to know the reasoning for the human condition of just being a piece of crap. It's like,
I
why?
can match this. I'll try and make it quick as possible. So you've seen where I live. Across the street, I used to park my car. It was an 05 Camry. The car was in great shape. I barely drove it. It's the middle of summer. This is back when I used to smoke. I'm outside on the bench. You can see in my camera that I'm outside smoking a cigarette. My dog's sitting next to me. I come inside, shut the door, sit down and watch TV. The next morning, a friend comes pounding on my door that my car has been messed up. I'm like, what? My camera sees this guy as soon as I go inside. He comes out from dumpsters across the street, from the buildings across the street, walks down the street, stands in front of the camera that is 100% visible, and starts to piss on the ground in front of it. Gets done, walks around, keys the hell out of my car. Nothing was done. Like, I had a good idea who it was, but nothing was ever done. I got upset and I called the local station here, and I ended up going on TV. Nothing was still ever done.
Yeah,
There was people walking around this area at the exact time that he was doing it. You could see people walk by him right after he's done. What was the point of all that? I didn't do nothing. I don't know the guy. I still don't know if it was 100% the guy I was thinking. But if it was that guy, I have never talked to him one time in my life.
y'all
So,
are better people than me.
what's that?
Y'all are better people than me because I tried to find a neighbor and his wife one time when I was like 16, I think I was 17, maybe 18, and he'd been to prison all his life, this and that, and they was still on drugs. Well, I had a 99 Expedition, not a scratch on this truck. It was my graduation present that I never graduated for. Because I'm a dropout, I'm a failure, but whatever. I blew the motor up in this truck. So I parked it on the side of the road. Like we had a yard, sidewalk, and more parking right by the road. I pushed it right there to get it out my driveway for my dad. I wake up one morning, I'm going to get something out of the truck. I look, there is a white stripe down the side of my truck, and the quarter panel is caved in, the taillight's busted, the bumper's been bent. So I go get my dad. I'm like, hey, dude across the road didn't hit my car. His wife did. His ex-wife, my bad. So I go over there. I'm mad. Back then, I was short-tempered, ready to fight. I go over there and beat on the door like I'm the feds. He comes up. Man, got indigestion, my bad. He said, man, beating on the door like the cops. I said, yeah. I said, you or your ex done hit my car. I said, I want to know who's going to pay for it. He said, no, we didn't hit it. And I see the tracks coming out your driveway. I see a big white stripe, and I said, where's y'all's car at? Oh, she's gone in it. Call her up. I want to see the car. Oh, she gonna be back later tonight. I said, when I find proof that you or your buddies or your ex-wife done hit my car, I said, because I'm gonna be watching every car all night long. I said, I don't care if I have to stay up 4 or 5 days. I said, me, you, and whoever done's gonna be fighting. A couple days went by, my dad's like, come on. We did a police report on it. And his wife's car pulls up. Well, there's spray paint on the back side of this car.
Yep.
Got a tail light in it that it's good. It might have been a replacement. I couldn't really prove that they did it, but I know for a fact it was that car. And when I seen that car with spray paint on it, knowing that car was the paint was faded on this car, it was old Escort or something, I can't remember. But it looked like they tried to hide it, you know. So I go out there just running my mouth and this and that. And my dad just like, get back in the house, you know, you're gonna go to jail. I was like, I don't care. And he starts running his mouth. I'm like, look, dude. I said, I don't care who you think you are. I said, you get out in the street and we'll find out how bad you really are. But I cooled off for a few days and, you know, just left it alone. Because at one time, man, I was ready to tear that dude's head off. And his ex-wife was running her mouth. I was like, woman, I don't give a crap who you think you are. I said, you come out here, you can get boxed too. Because I was mad. I said stupid stuff. I don't promote hitting women. But man, it made me so mad that it was like $2,000 worth of damage done to my truck. And what did cops do? Nothing.
Yeah, it's almost what's the point of reporting stuff sometimes.
Oh, it's
So
like that.
do you have any conclusion as to yet? Is anything going to happen, dudes?
So I called back again. There's still no police coming to check for footage that is being held for them. And I have a sneaking suspicion there was never actually a report filed. And I could call the police department and verify that. But at this point, I don't know if I really want to know that information.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you didn't hear back by now, they didn't do no police report. Just saying. Which I can't say that because around here the cops don't come unless I call them 14
There's
times.
only been one time that I've ever actually seen cops give a shit when I've reported something, and that was fairly recently when the kids up the street decided to take the airsoft guns, the pellet guns, and was shooting my daughter in our yard. You can see this on camera. They're literally got one of those sniper rifle ones, and they're shooting her, got her in the eye and everything, and there was just pellets all over my yard. Brittany went absolute ape on them, and we pressed charges the whole 9 yards. One case was dismissed. We don't know why, because we didn't dismiss the charges, and then the other one said, no, I didn't do anything. And it's like, guy, we have footage of you doing it. We can see you in, but he's like, no, I didn't do it. So now we got to do a trial thing, possibly a trial thing for him. And it's so stupid. It's just so stupid.
And how old were these kids?
How old are they? They're what, 14 to 16, something like that?
Yeah, they're not roughly.
And then the parents are even worse at it. As they're leaving their courtroom, they're doing one of these. And it's like, what?
I'd have definitely went to jail. I ain't gonna lie. That's my kid. I'm going to jail. I don't care.
It just doesn't make any sense how people can raise kids to act like this. Stolen cats. I've had no problem with stolen cats yet.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. None of my vehicles have cats. So
Yeah. I was concerned because the F-350 when I had it, because it's easy to get to. I know that those are worth way more money than most, but it never happened.
Yeah, nothing I have as converters except for my wife's ride, and that's partially my own fault.
Did you take them out already?
Yeah, I done cut them off. Except for my Dodge Dakota, it's got an aftermarket cat that was on there when I bought the truck. But the Hoopty Cavalier back here,
Why ain't this thing working?
it had a converter on it, and I said, you know what? That's $240. I don't have.
Hi, buddy.
you know, one of the worst part is that is we scrap a lot of cars. There's a lot of things that get thrown away around here. And anymore, I don't know how these people are stealing these cats, because I take in 6 or 7 catalytic converters and get them scrapped for the money. And shit, you got to give blood to give those things away. I mean, you got to put your name on 5 forms. You got to have pictures. You got to have the information of the car it came off of. It's ridiculous.
That's
You
the
got
way it should be.
fire.
I mean,
Like here, you got to have proof that you own the vehicle, a VIN number, and thumbprint, photo
Yeah.
ID.
That's why I don't understand how these people are getting rid of these cats when they steal them. Because, like, how hard is this to track if all this information is being taken from everybody?
Well, see, they're gonna know someone that's gonna pay them money that can get rid of them, but they do shady business. That's how all that works out.
They probably just know a guy that works in the back of the place that
Yep.
scraps the catalytic converters.
Yeah.
I actually have like 6 converters that I haven't sent in yet. I was waiting for the price to go completely stupid. But
I know if I can buy a PT Cruiser for $300 or $400, I'll make my money back. If the converter's $300.
really,
I remember the mid-90s LT1s and stuff that were in Caprices and Roadmasters. Those things had huge cats on them.
I tell you what has the best ones. I ain't gonna say. I don't know.
we're all in different states. Share the secrets.
Okay, like the Ford F-250s, like the two
Yeah.
early
Edition. Yep.
Yeah.
torpedo style cats.
Yeah.
About 1,200.
Yeah, my 3. Well, I don't know. My 350 was an 05 or 6, and I imagine those were worth something.
They got a V10. They got a very valuable catalytic converter on them.
Yep, the V10 ones had the torpedo style.
Okay.
Only because I've been looking to buy a V10, and some of the best deals I've found on trucks with them have had cats cut off of them.
Everything we see on Facebook Marketplace is no cats. Or buy my converters for $350. It's like I'll open my mouth because I know what some converters are that I've recognized that I've sold. Like that's a $60 converter. You're not gonna get that kind of money. People think, oh, I got converters. I've got hundreds of dollars. Not every time.
Nope.
I think
So I may know some people that when a catalytic converter goes bad, you just kind of cut the side of it open it up like a little door, punch out all that honeycomb, close that door, and stitch weld her back shut. So then when somebody wants to steal that catalytic converter, good luck, because there ain't nothing in there.
Yeah, I've punched a few before.
I just cut them off with a pipe and go scratch the converter. my wife's aunt texted her yesterday, I think. She said, Can you replace the converter on her car? It's a Kia Soul. And I said, who told her it was bad? She said her engine light come on and the shop said the converter was bad. I said, does it drive fine? She said, yeah. Make any noises? No. Yep. Take off good. And she said, yeah. I said, don't mess with it. I said, because what that shop's going to do, yeah, I know what happened. They threw an O2 sensor code and they was like, oh, it's a catalytic converter. Common thing. Seen it happen. So this converter, I looked it up just out of curiosity. Converter's $1,000 new. So that tells me they're going to take that, put a cheaper aftermarket $300 converter on that car and just sell that one and collect a bunch of money because it was like over $1,000 in labor. I said, it's literally 6 header bolts, O2 sensor, and 2 exhaust bolts on the back flange. But they want to do over $1,000 in labor. Which I understand you get overhead and all that, but still. You gotta love a cordless sawzall. Yeah, that's right.
So, dudes,
Yeah.
I didn't send you my cool find of the day 2 days ago. I should put it up on the screen, but I don't know.
Cool find of the day, huh?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Hold on. Or hold on. Let me. Do I just put it? I don't want to put it on screen though. Maybe I will. Hold on, guys.
I'm on the fence about going and buying another 67 Galaxy.
I think we haven't got pictures.
What side of the fence do you want to be on?
Not on the side that owns 367 Ford Galaxies.
Wouldn't this make number 4?
No.
Oh.
This one's a convertible, though, so I'd have a 2-door, a 4-door, and a convertible.
I need to clean my damn desk off. I can't see anything. I always hate doing this. Oh, we lost Leighton. Where'd he go?
I got that bad signal.
All right.
So many pictures.
Yeah, my signal like cut out for a minute, then lost all the audio. I was talking, I refreshed.
Something went wrong. It's all wrong. So many windows.
This is the scary part. What is going on? Why is everything wrong? Cheese and rice.
What am I looking at right now?
Me?
Is that your Facebook page?
Yeah.
Your stuff looks broke, man.
It so is. I don't know what the hell's going on. I wanted to show you guys a picture.
That picture is so deep.
This you can see this on screen.
That's not a find right there, but that's
so this was
you
I don't know
gotta
how
pay to
many years.
give those away.
Well, okay, so 8 years ago, I got these from a hotel that was upgrading, and my stepdad would recycle all the other stuff that came out of it.
Yeah, but you have to pay to get rid of them things.
That wasn't what I wanted to show you, though.
That's a toolbox.
That was a free toolbox, my friend.
Oh dang! Looks like it fell off a truck, literally.
A little bit of it does, but it's a free toolbox. I bent that down. I readjusted a couple things. It doesn't look like that now. Hold on, I'll show you the picture. It looks like it. I started putting stuff in it. See how much better it looks? Still a little wonky, but
who gave you a free
everything works.
Snap-on box?
Huh?
Who gave you a free Snap-on box?
So this lady messages me because my stepdad does scrapping and I said, so what do you got? She said, oh, I got some lawn chairs and I got a toolbox and an umbrella and this and that. I'm like, all right, can you send me a picture of what you have so I know how much room he needs on the truck? You know, so that way he'll figure it out within the day when he can go pick it up. And she sends me a picture of the stuff, and I see the Snap-on toolbox in the background. I'm like, is that the toolbox you want gone? She's like, yeah, just want it out of here. I'm like, all right, we're going to be up in about half an hour. So he went up and got it, and the wheels were off it. The top was off it. They had it all disassembled. I don't know why. This thing was a $2,200 toolbox. Probably
Was she
a
married?
couple $100. What's that?
So was she or is she currently married?
I didn't ask her.
The
It was
husband out of town?
it was a guy that helped load it. So
Oh.
Yeah, that's two things. That's somebody just has enough money they don't care, or somebody that just doesn't care.
She made him.
I've had a lot of things given to me and never something like a toolbox like that.
No, that's. So I had a toolbox very similar. It was not a Snap-on by any means. It was some, hardware store low-end model. But it actually been in a rollover incident. Like it was in the back of a truck and truck rolled and it bent the crap out of the toolbox. I had to take body hammers and straighten it all back out just to get the drawers to pull, place a bunch of parts on it. That was like my first toolbox. So I understand when a toolbox gets messed up enough that you're going to throw it away, but if it says Snap-on it, it has to be pretty messed up.
This really wasn't. I pulled it in the garage today and started putting stuff in it. And as I'm opening the drawers, I just take my vice grips and I'm bending things back and adjusting. It took me a whopping 3 minutes, maybe.
Wow.
And it's really nice because obviously you've seen my shop. You know how messy it is. I didn't realize how much I needed another toolbox until today.
Oh, yeah. You could always use
Because
a toolbox.
Well, where the hell am I going to put it is the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to make room somewhere. I have to now that I started putting things in it. Because now I have an electrical drawer. I have a body working drawer. I have a place to put all my grinders and all my bits and everything. It's like, this is actually really, really nice. I know that other box I got is it's a Mako 4 series. That thing cost me, I don't know, like $6,000, something like that, $6,500. It was ridiculous.
I bought a toolbox off the Matco man one time. A guy traded in his U.S. General Harbor Freight toolbox, and he had it on truck. He said, "How much for that box? One of them roll arounds?" He said like $80. He said, I'll get it. I was like, I'm not buying no big expensive toolbox.
You know, I've actually got away with for a lot of years. I would go buy damaged Han steel case cubicle drawers. And I built a bunch of chests out of those and I bolted them all together. So there's like 3 drawers in each one, about 4 wide. And those things will hold a ton of weight. Like they do not care. And you can buy them at an office furniture store for like $20 a piece damaged. And you just beat the metal back out a little bit and boom, you got a drawer to put tools in.
To answer Renegade, yeah, you are correct on that, but the shop she keeps going to has steered her the wrong way a couple of times, so I don't believe nothing they say.
Hold on one second, guys.
Dudes with wrenches. How you been, man?
It's been a thing.
I feel you on that one. I just got off light duty Monday and passed my laser welding safety stuff and all that good stuff. Then the machine malfunctioned something in there, and now we got to wait on a new gun that's $3,000.
Oof.
Good thing it's under warranty and it's not coming out of my pocket.
Yeah, it's an expensive stinger.
Yeah, it's a class 4 laser welder at work that somehow I got suckered into being the operator.
Yeah.
The hand deal. Pretty cool. But one little sensor burn out in it in the laser, and it don't weld no more.
Weird how that works.
I said, I guess we ain't getting a spare one to keep me around. I was like, not anytime soon. It's like, we need you to set the parameters up, figure out what's good, what's not. I'm like, that's going to take longer than a couple of days. I've never done laser mess. But it's crazy I've done the safety stuff on it. I was like, to get my safety certification. I was like, man, this thing is dangerous. It's like, yeah, it's the most dangerous thing you can pretty much have legally. I was like, don't tell me that.
There's a reason it has big doors on each side when you get ready to use it.
Yeah. They had to buy a special booth for my spot at work. Got interlock switches. So if someone opens the door, it shuts the machine down.
Yep.
Crazy mess.
Yes.
Special lenses on the safety glasses, special hood, all kinds of crazy mess. Pretty cool though. As soon as I get it going and they get off my back, I'm gonna take some video of it.
Yeah, my dad's company is a big fabrication shop, and they don't have a laser welder, but they have a laser cutter, big plasma table, a water jet, and a bunch of big brakes. just a whole welding shop out the one backside. So a lot of that big industrial equipment like that is really neat about what, you can't do a lot of stuff without it. I mean,
Oh yeah, I like them laser cutters. I've seen them. I'd like to have them, but they're $1.
oh yeah.
I have to stick with my plasma. But just the once I get lined out in a couple weeks or whatever, I'm gonna go in there and it's like, hey, I need a hazard pay.
Yeah.
There's radiation coming off this.
Well, that's probably definitely something.
Well, it's a class 4, so in the safety video I did and test, it says it puts off plasma,
Yep.
radiation, and air contaminant. Like for any reason that my eyes start hurting or feeling funny, I have to go to a doctor immediately. All kinds of like, oh, great. And I figure they're going to scan or a meter in there for radiation or some mess like that they was talking about. I'm ready to get started though, so I can post some videos.
Isn't Tecton? Isn't that Amazon stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
'Cause I think
I
I
like
bought.
We had some of the Tecton on the farm when I was farming. It holds up pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems. I don't think I snapped anything either. I'm using Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got,
I know.
I don't think I've got, I think all my Pittsburgh stuff is all stuff I've made or I've got to make specialty tools out of.
You can tell me if I'm wrong. I think Tecton's made in Michigan or something.
Possibly.
I
I
think it might actually be USA made tool.
think they are USA made. I'm not sure of the location, but they could be Michigan.
I don't keep good track of my tool stuff. I have a moderately large collection of good and bad tools, but I slowly get rid of bad tools whenever I can because it's one of those things.
The first time I bought something off the Snap-on truck, I was working one day and I busted my knuckles wide open with a Pittsburgh wrench. So I proceeded to take every tool item I had in my toolbox, every wrench I had that was Pittsburgh, and I threw them in the scrap bin. And my boss was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Snap-on be here in about 30 minutes." I mean, I split my knuckles open. I got mad and chunked all my tools in the trash can.
I have way too much tools that I don't have anymore. Does that make sense? They have grown
Really?
legs and walked away. And
Yeah.
I'm so tired of buying stuff like $160 ratchet and then it's gone. That's why I'm wrenching with Pittsburgh shit. Because they're gone. I have no idea where they go, but they're gone.
My brother-in-law, he is a diesel mechanic, and he's got a bunch of the Icon from Harbor Freight,
Yep.
and he says it's great. It holds up. I mean, working on farmer stuff, it's gonna be big bolts, little bolts. It's gonna be a lot of pressure on them. So it holds up on the farm. To me, it works. I've planted a lot of Pittsburgh wrenches out in fields though, working on stuff.
I collected up the first set of tools I ever had was stuff that my grandfather got mad and threw out into the backfield. Because I used to mow his backyard, and I remember there was always a bunch of wrenches and sockets and ratchets and junk out there. And I went out there with a toolbox that had been on fire. We dug out of a burned up shed, and I filled it full of old tools that were just rusty, sitting in the dirt. I'm like, "You want these back?" And he's like, "I threw them out there for a reason."
Picked the whole toolbox up and threw it. But Junker Clunkers, yeah, you was right. I was late in motorsports there for a little bit, and then I talked with a few of the people on the community of YouTube, and What, baby? Yeah, if you got everything set up. Sorry, daughter's talking.
Can I go to bed?
My kid acts the absolute opposite. Can I keep staying up? No, you gotta go to bed.
They go to bed so they don't have to finish cleaning their room.
Ah,
That makes sense.
Mama gets home, we're all going to be in trouble if it ain't clean. But talking about, yeah, the late motorsports thing. I changed it right before No Name, and I was like talking with people, and I was like, man, you should go back to welding. That's what we knew you as. That's how you started off as. And they said like I think it was 615 or someone said, the welding is catchier than garage or motorsports. So, and I changed it back. I leave it welding. That's my specialty, I guess.
yeah, it's probably better than being dudes with wrenches. Oh,
Oh, come on.
There's
You
the
had
guy
like
that
65,000 subscribers.
he went from 700 subs to like 14 billion, bigger than Whistle and Diesel.
yeah, we're at 70,000 now.
Oh, 70,000.
Hats off, but are you actually
70
working it now?
billion, 70.
I'm actually doing what now?
Are you making it work now?
Making it work.
Are you monetized yet?
Oh yeah, we've been monetized.
Making big money or what?
I mean, it makes money, but
Hey, so I just got a Ferrari out in the driveway.
I couldn't see him driving a Ferrari.
He probably got a bunch of square bodies in the back 40. He's bought and saved.
He does have a lot of swear bodies.
and they are exactly in the back 40. So
Well, my back 40 is very short. And right now, the only thing in the side 40, as I can say, is a Dodge Dakota 65 Ambassador, which is not mine. 76 Pontiac Firebird, that's not mine. The Aspen and this $500 heater with a beater. Or beater with a heater.
Yeah, he's gotten big, Bill. 70,000 subscribers. Hats off to him.
the
Yeah, that was,
lesson here is no matter how large you get, there's probably somebody bigger.
Well, yeah.
So, you just got to be humbled on where you're at.
yeah, but you did like the greatest climb from like 700 to 70,000.
He didn't
Like,
even have time to celebrate his 1,000.
no, he blew it. It's like, Jesus Christ, what did I miss?
It
I
becomes
was,
becomes very disingenuous at a certain point.
But you do have good content, and your opening is awesome. It's real catchy.
Yeah, I think it sells a lot of seats. I'm not gonna deny that. I don't know. It's tell everybody the same thing. It's all in what YouTube wants to show people. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of luck. It's a little bit of good content. Everybody's gonna tell you just make better content. There's a lot of guys out there making really good content that never gets seen.
We was
So
talking about that last night or night before last. You get smaller channels under 1,000 subs that have some of the best content out, and YouTube just don't show their stuff.
exactly, and it's sad because YouTube gets to pick and choose what they do with what, and if you're lucky, they pick you and, you get to ride that train as long as they want you to. So, I mean, even you can say, I make great content. I got this many thousand subscribers. I'm great. You're great until they tell you you're not. So,
Hey, I'm doing good. I got 444, I think. I was like, wow, that's crazy. There's 400 people that want to watch my retarded, bald-headed Evan self.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I got, but I don't look at it as, I don't let it give me an ego of some kind. It doesn't change nothing.
Well, we definitely can see that because you still the same dudes as Randy that I met when you was at 700 subs versus 70,000.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he still comes into my lives, and
all of this.
Yeah, I think there is a problem out there at some point where, you know, people get a little too, they get that ego acting like they're somebody, and it's like, I don't think that's a good idea, because say the wrong thing, make the wrong video, do something, you could be gone tomorrow and nobody knows your name again.
right.
I hate my signal out here. I missed all that conversation. It makes me so mad. People be talking. I'll go out, come in. Where does one go?
I love you too.
So in a big safety deal the other day, and you know, they've been real serious about this laser, which it is dangerous. But me being me, we was getting close to the end. I said, "So, who wants to come play laser tag? Guarantee I win." Some thought it was funny, and some just kind of looked at me like, "Do we really trust him with this machine?"
Oh boy.
2 acres, crazy. That's awesome, though.
See, I'm really thinking about downsizing. I just don't ever bring myself to do it.
Why would you do that?
You know, I'm getting close to 40 years old. And sometimes I
Uh-huh.
feel like, you know, it's only so many projects you can get done in a lifetime at a certain point. Maybe it's better to just kind of sell a bunch of stuff off and take that money and make some other ones actually happen.
Well, you can park a C10 over here.
You know, that's another big one. I'm kind of at the point now where I was actually on an online auction, because I say all this, and I was on an online auction the other day looking at trucks. But it was only like 30 minutes away. Truck was 75 K20, had like 100,000 miles on it, been repainted once. It was an old farmer's truck, and it was on a tractor auction. So I figured, somebody might miss this, you know. I might be able to get this thing super cheap, maybe flip it, whatever. No. It was the fourth to last item on the auction. I don't even know why they placed it last. And the auctioneer even played it down. He's like, just some old farm truck. And it was. It'd been a repainted farm truck. That thing sold for $9,800. And it's just like, what? Like, I like square bodies, but I am never going to pay $9,800 for a sight unseen online auction of a truck that they say runs, that obviously has been repainted.
So when this is done, I got to send you. I haven't announced the project yet, the new one, but I think I told you what it was. I registered it and insured it with Haggerty,
Okay.
and the price that they offered to
Quoted.
insure it for was like,
Yeah. Guess what they offered to insure my 64 Fairlane for?
20.
32
Wow,
for that.
not very far off from what they offered on mine. I was like, okay.
I even sent them pictures. I sent them pictures of my yellow Fairlane with all that goofy shit on it, with the weird interior, and they were just like, "That's a very interesting car." And I'm just like, I'm not going to insure it for that much. Like, you can. And I'm like, how about we just go for 5? I feel like I can replace it for 5.
The Falcon, they don't even have anything close to a listing, so I had to pick my own. I don't know how much that car is worth.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue. I don't know what it would cost to replace it.
A lot.
I think we ended up on like 10 at a most, because it was just, no matter what I thought of, it was a ridiculous number. They
I
didn't
bought
think
that
10 was
Fairlane for
enough.
$1,000. So if they give me 5, I'm making my money times 5. So
Yeah.
I just want to get a C10 for a burnout truck. Just to do
that's
burnout.
easy. It doesn't have to be that nice. You're golden.
There's a lot of them up here.
I don't have to have nothing nice. That's why I drive a $500 car.
So this is one of my regret vehicle stories. I picked up a 76 camper special C20 for $650 when I was like 17. 454 tow package, everything. Had little wooden sides on the box. The driver's door had been a little foobar. They backed up and kind of cranked the door forward. That was all that was wrong with it. It had a messed up door, no rust, 454. It was like 70,000 original miles. We took that truck, did burnouts with it, never licensed or registered it. All I wanted was the motor out of it. That's the reason I bought it. And we tough trucked that thing. We took it off dirt berms, everything else. And then we did a burnout contest with it. And I told my buddy, I said, air the tires way up. I want them to explode by the end of the burnout. That was a bad idea because when I told him to air them way up, he went way up and put about 140 pounds of air in each of them.
Oh, no.
And when they let go, they took the box sides and stuffed them into the box. I mean, it crumpled the whole sides of the truck. I mean, it was like, whoa, that was a rust-free box. Cool. I look back and I go, that truck would have been worth so much money, and all we did was buy it and destroy it.
Did you see Ford Air?
Yeah. When I saw that video, I was like, yep, I've seen that happen before.
Oh, one of one, man.
Yeah, that tire explosion was insane.
Yep. And right when it happened, like,
I kind
oh,
of
that's
figured
unbelievable.
it was coming though when that truck was kind of tilting.
Yeah. Nope, I watched that happen on a C20. You don't realize it can do that much damage until it does, and you're like, oh, dang. And the worst part is I blew both back tires off, destroyed both sides of the truck, and still lost the burnout contest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
That was the
I
last.
definitely agree.
Well, the best part about that whole competition was the guy that was running the whole show. So it was all applause based. Like, you know, you got your trophies based on how much the crowd would applaud. So it'd be like, how about this guy? Everybody applaud. Woo, you know? And at the end of the show, he brought his son out on a power wheel and he put him on the burnout pad and he just held the front of the power wheel and the power wheel, reap, 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 you know, just very non-eventful. It was just more cute than anything. And then his son got voted for in the thing. Everybody thought it was kind of a joke. So everybody was like, yeah, that guy's son, you know? And then they gave him the trophy. And it was like, what? This was a paid event. Like that kid just won $1,000 too.
I just totaled my truck.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
It's all
I got
good, Lake.
second.
Maybe next time, brother.
Yep.
So you
I got
would have gotten
second in
first
that
ahead
event.
of not been
I
for
would have
that
gotten
little...
Yep. And that's why I went out there and destroyed the truck because I was like, I'm going to win this bitch, you know? And I got second and I got this trophy. And I think I won like $250, I think was the payout for second. I was so mad I didn't even collect the money because I loaded that truck right then and there. I was so pissed off. I just walked back down out of the infield after they did that. And I got in the truck and I spun some donuts on the rims and just fucking loaded it up on the trailer. So let's get the fuck out of here. I'm done.
That's some bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Last time I went to one of those events, too, I was like, this isn't happening again. Because it was a mud drag event, too. So I had a 72 GMC there doing mud drags. And I had that 76 there doing the burnout contest and the tough truck.
Wow.
And I was like, nope, we're done. It was the Mad Mudders Club.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. I used to enjoy destroying nice Chevy trucks by, you know, tough trucking, mud racing, rock crawling. Don't do it. It's a dumb hobby. It's a lot of fun, but you break things constantly. It's like dirt track racing. It's just a waste of money.
So it's like driving a Jeep daily?
Well, you know, if that's your Jeep obsession, I guess.
I'm just saying, owning a Jeep, you break something daily.
So I got a
Right?
What?
I got
Right?
a Jeep. What would a 93 be? Was that's an XJ?
What was it, Grand Cherokee?
Cherokee? Yeah.
Yeah, probably an XJ.
I don't know my numbers off the top of my head. So I got a 93. There used to be some videos on the channel about it. I think I took them all down. I got that one sitting around that I beat around the farm in still. And then just this year, I got like a 2002 Liberty. And I don't know, the Liberty might show up on the channel because we got it for free. And it runs super good. It's just, it was in a collision. So the front ball joint needs replaced and a upper control arm and the door. But I don't think I'm going to fix any of that. I'm just going to cobble it all and take all the doors off, put like an exoskeleton on it, and use it as a side-by-side.
So do you have, does it have the light bar?
Factory light bar? I think so.
Let me know what you want for it.
If it has, you can have it. I don't even care.
I just, because I'm an honest guy, I'll tell you straight up, they go for stupid money.
Really?
So before you say take it for free.
That stupid that round light top bar thing?
Yep. They're a direct bolt on for the WJ that I have. And I've always thought it would look cool on it.
Pretty sure it has it. I don't know, it's under a tarp right now, I'd tell you.
I don't know what it is, but people they pay stupid money for it. I figured I'd just find one day and put it on, you know.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, man, I think I got to get to making another video here for tomorrow.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I mean people are still in here hanging out, and I appreciate that very much. But I haven't done a live in a long time, and I'm tired. 3 hours. I think we've done good. Not sure about a live next week, but possibly. You'll have to tune in to find out. Appreciate all the guests coming on tonight. Mr. Dudes with Wrenches.
Yes,
Any
sir.
final words?
Go watch Dudes with Wrenches shorts. They're pretty good. I've been told.
All right, we're out of here. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming in.